it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look, 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 look. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Watch me. Sit back. Sit back. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back.
At the world from the eye of the horse. If you Alexander the Great, then I am the force. Coming straight from the mud like I am a lotus. So हाथियों का बल कैसे सकेगा तू मुझे रोका? देख तू कैसे मैं लड़ूं, तुम लोगों से ऐसे ना डरूं. तरूं मैं जिससे मैं तरुण, पानी पे चलूं मैं जिससे मैं वरुण. चाहे मैं जीऊं या मरूं, जो करना चाहूं मैं वही तो करूं. आता है तू ना गरीब, तू बेटी चीप, जब तक कटे ना तेरी ये जीप. Better believe you're gonna bleed. Pick up a seat, get in your team. I'm the king of kings. Brother in arms in a battle. You all gonna die if you act like a vandal. Bring the realms to reality from every angle. This is the public service announcement from Mumbai to the rest of the world. I am a Raja. I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना. तू मेरी तरफ आना. आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाज़ाना. ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना. 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja. I am the. 'Cause I am the Raja. In my eyes, what do you see? I'm more than average man. I'm a maverick, I can grow flowers on a barren land. Break a mountain with my bare hands and step back and cause a literal avalanche. Should've been about us traveling. आज तो बुझाए मेरी जैसे मैं tarantula. ना है कोई तोड़ मेरा जब से पूर्वजों का ज्ञान मिला. मेरे जैसा मिलेगा कोई ना तू और चाहे जो भी था सबकी कबर मैंने खोदी. क्या तुम लगाओगे बोलियां कम पड़े गोलियां. चंद्रगुप्त में मौर्य या किला तू लोरिया. Come to me and you just gonna die. That's really a given. I am invincible and you are invisible. See, that's really a difference. Get out of my way, I'll leave the world. The choice is yours. I don't kill my enemies, I play with them. That's what the toys are for. From Mumbai to the rest of the world, I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना. तू मेरी तरफ आना. आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाज़ाना. ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना. 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja. I am the. 'Cause I am the Raja. Put your back down on your knees, would you kiss the ring? Put your back down on your knees, would you? I am the. Put your back down on your knees, would you kiss the ring? 'Cause I am the Raja. I am the Raja. I am the. 'Cause I am the Raja.
我的精神也很顽强，你掌握不了我是宣扬，天空变化莫测，金矿让人神色， 快失败了你也都没办法，你的安排像灾祸，在我看来你帮就无奈，你没胜利也不受崇拜。I'm a great, I go.
I have them.
Stand tall. We are fighters.
I suggest you move! My turn. Come on, let's go!
Get out of my way.
No one walks away!
Where is everyone?
Trapped and zapped.
I am the hunter!
Here comes the party. That's a kill.
The gladiators are preparing as the Judgment Day's time is nigh. They all are just getting ready because we started with 4, but only one will now survive. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are watching the OMEN Valorant Challengers South Asia Split 1 Cup 2 2024 with our styling partner Philips One Blade. You've got me as your caster skated alongside me Bhavna, and we will witness this epic clash between True Rippers and MLT. It's friends who've been holding on strong for a long time versus friends reunited. Maybe the one most awaited trophy will be lifted by True Rippers, or maybe MLT will ruin their dreams again and force them into their villainous arc by winning out after a long break. We may never know, but we surely will after a while, Bhavna. I'm super excited and pumped up for this one.
And even I'm also super excited, scared. And let's have a look at the journey of True Rippers and MLT. True Rippers, yesterday we saw they went against the players of Grayfox. It was a 2-0. True Rippers got a very dominating victory. Same goes for MLT, especially in the second half. The way they annihilated the entirety of Revenant. And now they are moving into the grand finals, which is going to be best of.
Absolutely, and all of these competitions have been pretty unique in their own terms because everyone thought maybe Grayfox would be able to close the series out against True Rippers, as previously the record suggested Grayfox should be winning it, but True Rippers are like, you know what, we are much more prepared for that. But similar thing happened in the second game itself where MLT and this exact roster, specifically Aziz and Tesseract, they demolished Revenant Esports.
Yeah, Aziz was really popping off with this ace coming in. Even Levi was also popping off, especially on the map of Lotus. The way he was able to bring down the entirety of Revenant, that ace coming up from the tree area. The entire team of MLT was looking super strong. Even Tesseract was also doing so much as a fade on the map of Lotus. So definitely MLT is looking super strong, but are they strong enough to beat True Rippers? That's the main question today.
I mean, there's the thing, right? Everyone needs to be calm and composed, and just like how you have slowed yourself down, that's flawless moving in with the matchup that we will have right now between MLT and True Rippers, because MLT would need to maintain their composure as well. But True Rippers is also a team that never really bows down in front of anyone. With Disrupt, who normally leads the chart, Deathmaker, who's always on top in that kill feed, Ryu, who's basically behind you in every other round, with such a stacked lineup and LF's calling. I mean, this Kolkata derby is going to be super fun to watch.
And the main thing is True Rippers in their lineup, it's not only 1 or 2 players who are really popping off. It's the entirety of True Rippers, be it Deathmaker, Disrupt with his smokes, or Helef. Helef yesterday was playing so fantastic. There were important clutches coming in from his side as well. So it's not just a single player. Ryu on his lurks is so fantastic. His position is almost unpredictable and hard to read for the opponent team. That's something which makes the entire lineup of True Rippers very strong. And if Aziz doesn't pop off, I think MLT, they really need to rethink how they're going to get a victory, because they are relying on the aggression of Aziz a lot.
That is true. And I'll not deny the fact, because if Aziz pops off in the first 4 rounds, you know that MLT are gonna have a super fun time. I mean, we have been talking a lot about how the players of Revenant, they're super solid aimers, right? They don't particularly stop in those terms. You really can't beat them if it's just 1v1 in a dry peak. Revenant would eventually come out on top. But Aziz just clearly showed the depth. He's like, if I'm feeling confident, then I don't care who is in front of me. I'm just going to finish all of them off. I'm going to peek out of the smoke myself, and I'm going to get 3Ks or maybe 4Ks. You really need to shut this man down. But another man that you need to focus down on the side of True Rippers itself is Techno. With the way this lad has been playing, Bhavna, it just does not seem that Viper is on nerf. It just seems that Viper has got even more strong.
And Techno will be facing a strong competition in the main name of Levi from the side of MLT Esports. Yesterday we saw how fantastic Levi was as a Viper, and even in statistically speaking also there is not much difference.
True.
Because look at the first FD percentage, it's almost similar both the players. So I think we can't say, hey, this player is much better as a Viper. No, they both are on the same page.
I would agree. I would really agree with you. Levi on one side, where he likes to play with the way how his teammates play, that is being on the aggressive positioning, being in the situation where, yeah, you could eventually be traded 1 for 1, but if you're able to get a massive value out of it, that's basically boom, a highlight reel. While Techno on the other side, he likes to trade his teammates really well, and then he forces the enemy in a very awkward position, and then he takes the fight. It's always a 60-40 in favor of Techno, but whenever it's Levi, he knows how to demolish the one who's in front of them and basically take their lives. But since he's taking their lives, he's reaping those lives. Ladies and gentlemen, you can reap away 1000 Valorant points, because it's a very simple procedure that you need to follow. In order to participate in this giveaway, you need to click the link in the description, fill out that form, and come back in the comment section by typing hashtag VCSA24 and enter your prediction. That is it. A very simple procedure. And also you would eventually see a toast during the stream. You also would love to answer that, because that will increase your chances to win the 1000 VP. If you're a winner, you'll have those VP in your email, and that's all you need to do. I know it's a little bit hectic, so we're going to give you time for that. And on the other side of this short break, we will be having the teams onboarding on stage. So catch you guys on the other side of the break.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
Presented by Nodwin Gaming and selling partner Philips One Blade. मेरा नाम है क्रैट. ये है स्प्लिट वन का कप 2 का ग्रैंड फाइनल्स. 2 दिन का सफर था ये, और अभी तक सब कुछ प्लान के हिसाब से चल रहा है. प्लान क्या था? एक्साइटमेंट, इंटेंस वैलोरेंट का. और आज भी जो टीमें लड़ने वाली हैं वो किसी से कम नहीं. वो साउथ एशिया की बेस्ट वैलो टीम्स है यहाँ पर. अब थोड़ी सी कहानी हल्की सी लगा लो. ट्रू रिपर्स मेहनत करती है, दम लगाकर अपनी जान झोंक दी थी गेम में, बट कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी सी चूक जाती है फाइनल से, और या तो सेकंड से काम चलाना पड़ता है. आज उनके पास मौका है. कप 1 में MLT गायब थी, 2023 चैंपियंस, बट वो भी यहाँ पर थ्रोन पे नजर लगाए बैठे हैं. कब तक पता चलेगा? ये तो भाई बेस्ट ऑफ 5 के बाद ही पता चलेगा ना। अभी सबसे बड़ा सवाल ये है कि आप सब तैयार है? आर यू गाइस रेडी? अभी थोड़ी से ना आवाम शांत है, एक्साइटेड है, नर्वस है, बट आपके एक्साइटमेंट को अभी के अभी खत्म कर देंगे, बिकॉज हम प्लेयर्स को बुलाना चालू करते हैं। सबसे पहले पुट सम नॉइज फॉर MLT। Boys making to the floor. सबसे पहले अजीज, the most ferocious one. ये बंदा डेथ मैच खेल रहा है लॉबी में against the top players, following up the Tesseract. सोवा इनिशिएटर बोल सकते हैं, बट ये प्लेयर इनिशिएटर नाम का है, डुएलिस्ट ही मान लो. And the Antida, the brain behind the lineup of MLT. Raw feud. कल का एक राउंड था लोटस में, यूटिलिटी से बंदों को जब गिराना चालू कर दे तो रॉ फ्यूल का स्किल सेट दिख जाता है इसमें. और आखिर में द लेटेस्ट एडिशन टू द लाइनअप, लेवाई. लाइनअप के अंदर बहुत दम है, परफॉर्मेंस टॉप नॉच है, बट जो सामने वाली टीम है उनको भी कमजोर नहीं आंक सकते आप. बिकॉज 1.5 साल से स्टिक कर रहे हैं, अपनी यूनिटी पे, अपनी टीम इंटीग्रिटी पे बहुत काम किया है. उनको भी स्टेज पे बुला लेते हैं, टीम ट्रू रिपर्स. सबसे पहले डेथ मेकर, ये प्लेयर भी किसी से कम नहीं है. एक बार वो मोमेंटम, वो वाइब ये प्लेयर छू ले, अनस्टॉपेबल. आर यू? पहले लीड करते हैं, बट अब टीम को सपोर्ट कर रहे और काफी खूबसूरती से करके दिखाते हैं. द फनीएस्ट गाय ऑन द स्क्वाड, डिसरप्ट. इस प्लेयर की शक्ल पे बिल्कुल नहीं जाना है, बिकॉज जब ये प्लेयर लॉबी में जाता है तो ये भी खतरनाक बन जाता है. द IGL himself, Sagnik Roy, AKLF. और फाइनली the youngest lad in the lineup, Techno. तो भाई एक बार ट्रू रिपर्स और MLT के लिए तालियां हो जाए. I know you guys are excited, but जाने से पहले एक रिचुअल है. लेवाई प्लीज आना चाहेंगे इधर. और मिस्टर यंगेस्ट लैड टेक्नो. टेक्नो, कल इन्होंने ना रेवेनेंट को हराया, उसके बाद मैंने इसे नॉर्मल सवाल पूछा कि कुछ बोलना चाहते हो ट्रू रिपर्स को. कहता है टेक्नो आई एम कमिंग फॉर यू. लेवाई ऐसा बोला, क्यों बोला होगा उसने ऐसा?
आई थिंक उसको याद आ गया लास्ट टाइम क्या हुआ था उसके साथ. आई थिंक उसकी वजह से.
ऐसा क्या हुआ था
लास्ट टाइम? मैं तो 6 था, मुझे पता नहीं क्या हुआ था.
इसका तो लाइनअप चेंज हुआ
ग्रुप स्टेज.
बट अभी आप इतने टाइम से साथ में खेल रहे हो, एंड कहते ना हमेशा फाइनल से एक स्टेप पीछे, वो कहते सेकंड पोजीशन से काम चलाना पड़ता है. आज कुछ अलग होगा, आज कुछ कॉन्फिडेंट कुछ हो रहा है.
आज हो रहा है, आज हम लेके जा रहे हैं. पक्का पक्का, विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट.
अब ये तो लेके जा रहे, फिर आप क्या करोगे? कुछ बोलना चाहोगे? इनको रोकना है, कैसे रोकना है?
आई जस्ट थिंक मैं हम्बल हूँ. मैं बस चाहता हूँ कि गुड वैलोरेंट दिखे तुम लोग को, एंड होप द बेस्ट टीम विंस.
एक चीज तो माननी पड़ेगी लेवाई कि यू गाइज आर क्रेजी इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मर. कोऑर्डिनेटेड कियोस बोलते हैं आपके एंटीदा. पेपर एक्स से लिंकअप भी करते हैं थोड़ा थोड़ा कि हम ऐसा खेलना पसंद करते हैं, बट ये टीम स्ट्रक्चर्ड है, बहुत टाइम से साथ में है. तो ऐसी स्ट्रक्चर्ड टीम को तोड़ने का क्या प्लान हो सकता है?
आई थिंक उनका मेन एडवांटेज वही है कि वो लोग बहुत टाइम से एक साथ है, बट हम लोग भी लास्ट ईयर हमारा भी सेम स्क्वाड था, बहुत टाइम से हम लोग भी एक साथ है. एंड आई फील लाइक फायर पावर में हम लोग थोड़ा बेटर है, तो हम लोग उधर हरा सकते हैं.
क्वाइट फेयर, क्वाइट फेयर. अब ये टीम आपने बोल दिया फायर पावर पे है, और मानना पड़ेगा है. ऐसी टीम को कैसे हैंडल करेगी एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड टीम?
आई थिंक हम लोग अपने बेसिक जो हमेशा से हम लोग का स्ट्रेंथ है, हम लोग उस पर वर्क करेंगे, एंड देन आई थिंक इट विल वर्क आउट फॉर अस. हम लोग को कुछ स्पेशल नहीं करना, वी जस्ट कीप इट बेसिक.
दिल की गोना कीप इट बेसिक. बॉयज आप अपनी स्क्वाड को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, आप अपने बूथ पे जा सकते हैं. गुड लक MLT, गुड लक ट्रू रिपर्स. क्रेजी मैच. बट अब इस मैच को हम आगे कैसे बढ़ाएंगे? बिकॉज मुझे उन 3 लोगों की जरूरत है जिनके बिना ये सब कुछ अधूरा है. मेरे कास्टर लोग वो बूथ पे बिल्कुल तैयार है इस गेम को कास्ट करने के लिए.
Oh, crap. Don't worry. Here's the fist bump that you were looking for. I just gave you a virtual fist bump. Don't worry. I've always got your back out here. And yes, thank you so much for throwing it back to us because it's MLT up against True Rippers, the matchup that we were waiting for such a long time. And MLT's yesterday's performance, it is showing some amazing signs of life, specifically on the map of Ascent.
100% agreed. And MLT yesterday, they did say that Ascent is unbeatable. They are unbeatable on this particular map. So definitely MLT can go for a Ascent pick. That could be a possibility because it's a best of 5. You can ban only 2 maps. At the same time, for True Rippers, it's the map of Vine, which is not the very strong for them. So we can see Vine getting banned from the side of True Rippers.
Some predictions being thrown out by Bhavna, and I think I'm gonna agree to them. MLT taking care of Sunset, don't really want to deal with that one specific map or whatsoever. I think so we're going to see the exact same thing. Yep, that's going to be the bind banned out. Now the order is important, and Ascent is the first one because MLT had their first pick. I think so this one is going to be again a very important momentum setter because if Aziz starts to pop off on Ascent, you know it's going to be difficult to stop him even on the map of Split because that man, that lad is just crazy on any agent that he picks.
Well, he is, and like Krat was pointing out, Helef, more than the initiator, feels like a duelist playing Sova, and Ascent has already been picked up, where True Rippers are going for the defense. True Rippers have picked up the map of Split, which is pretty strong for them. Then we have Breeze, Icebox, and Lotus, where Lotus is going to be the decisive map.
Now this is pretty unique, right? Because Breeze, yes, it is a map that MLT, they look very solid on that map. So according to just the veto, and if we go by the statistics, you know, if we go by the so-called script, I think so this should go all the 5-way, with the first one going in for the side of MLT, then True Rippers stealing the second one, and so on. But at the end, I don't really know which team could eventually secure the last one, right? Because Lotus is again a very solid map for both of these teams. But I still feel I would lean in a little bit towards True Rippers because yesterday it was Aziz's individual brilliance, individual prowess that resulted in the side of MLT securing a very solid victory. But on their attacking side, we did see things going a little bit out of hand when Revenant almost made their comeback. But yeah, True Rippers on the other side is not a team that is going to let loose, and it's a team which will always play very structured, just as Krat said.
That is true. True Rippers is a very structured team. All the 5 players likes to play in a particular role, in a particular way. They have a kind of a discipline which is being showcased in their gameplay as well.
Indeed.
But statistically speaking, MLT has beaten True Rippers twice on the map of Split. First, it went in the overtime 14-12 in the favor of MLT. Then it went 13-8 in the favor of MLT. So definitely Split is looking much more stronger for the players of MLT. But when it comes to Breeze, well, True Rippers have not got any victory. They have played only once against Grayfox, and that was also pretty dominating victory for the players of Grayfox. But looking at the composition, for now, we have a double initiator comp coming in from the side of True Rippers and
Same
MLT. Mirror comp, actually.
Yeah, exactly. The same old vanilla composition for both of these teams. Absolutely no change whatsoever. Just sticking with the same Sova KO composition, and yeah, that's one of the most boring things that you normally see on that map. But one of the most interesting way is the fact how these teams really play. Now, True Rippers, they normally do a little bit of anti-stratting as well against their opponents, and I am pretty intrigued to see how well they would have strategized against the constant mid presence that is normally showed by the side of MLT. Now, one thing to note is that apart from the first one and all the next 4 maps, True Rippers are starting on the attack. This is the only map where they will start things on defense. And Ascent is a map where you want to start things on defense, where you want to take the momentum in your own favor, start on the strong side, and then slowly build up on the back of it, and then switch to your attack side. And True Rippers' attack is also very good on this map. I love the way how they call. I love how Helef normally gets his team to go in for those fakes as well, plus also uses the extremities really well. But again, MLT is also a team that does the exact same thing. You've got to take care of the lurk of Tesseract on Sova in mid. You've got to take care of how Levi takes the space out in the A directly in front of Gelato or even in the binary. those are some important areas, important part of the map where you need to focus on. But yeah, we're going to be jumping into the game itself. The pistol round, Bhavna, take it away.
We are starting with the pistol round, True Rippers on the defense and MLT on the attacking half. And from the looks of it, looks like it's going to be a aggressive hit from the side of MLT with 4 ghosts in their hands, 3 ghosts with the side of True Rippers, 1 single sheriff. Utils being exchanged outside of A main to get some sort of information. The information has been passed on, but look at the position of Disrupt hiding inside the smoke.
Oh, good pop flash.
Coming in, and yes, a very good pop flash. Many the trades are coming in the favor of Deathmaker, getting 2 with those sheriff shots. Techno gets 1 more.
Spike down.
I mean, it does seem the case where Deathmaker is the one who's having a fun time, but it's down to the 1v2 situation. Raw Fuel has been known to bring things back from the brink. Oh, maybe Deathmaker. Yeah, he's seen now. He's seen Raw Fuel and the shot connects perfectly. Only 40 HP and through the wall, bullet goes right into the body of Raw Fuel. The pistol round secured by True Rippers. Good start, good momentum for their side, a good read. And again, the knife gave out some much needed information as well. There was the recon lineup from Helef directly from the B spawn. And yet, Deathmaker's early couple of shots, the way he landed them perfectly on the skull, you already know that this momentum-based guy is starting on a very solid note and also has brought in the Outlaw.
Deadly weapon in the hands of a deadly player. Definitely, Deathmaker can do a lot with Outlaw, but for now, he's outside B main, and that is where the players of MLT are going. Antidote being spotted on, but that current sees him for now. But second time, he won't be saved. Antidote was able to take down RU, but Deathmaker did find good trades on 2 people.
Okay, Techno. A bit of an overheat moment out there. Wanted to become a hero. Was got an overwhelmed, taken down in A main. That's a bit of damage already being done. But how is Levi going to make that cross? Not alive, apparently. Disrupt with a shot onto his skull. Recoverable weapons, but that's again back in the hands of True Rippers, not in the hands of MLT. 22 HP on Tess. A flash and a knife for Aziz to work with. But since again, early on, Antidote was able to take care of RU, no one has the information about the mid, so that's exactly where they want to lurk up in. And Deathmaker, it's about timing, and he finally sees them. Shot onto the body, takes care of Tesseract.
30 seconds left.
Aziz still got the spike and he wants to break the door now, wants to create that confusion, but the reposition from Deathmaker is sublime. Should be getting that pick. A lovely recon as well. Scans the player, just a peek. Deathmaker needs only that. Another round for True Rippers, a simple conversion. Things did get a little bit shaky early on, but it's absolutely fine. A good recovery.
Deathmaker was able to bring death for the 3 players of MLT, and now it's going to be an important round for the players of MLT because it's a full buy round where Antidote is with half shield. On the other side, even the bonus for True Rippers is looking pretty solid. The Outlaw is there with Deathmaker, then they have a Guardian and a Stinger and 2 Sheriffs with Disrupt and Arya. And this time looks like MLT is going for a B hit again, or maybe a mid exploration because the players are outside the tiles. And mid exploration could be the key for the players of MLT at this point because Catwalk is pretty empty. And all True Rippers have is just a turret in the mid. At the same time, we have
They maintain
Helef as
control.
well, but
Yeah,
Helef is
they're just
moving
maintaining the
towards
control of the extremities. Lovely shot by Levi. Starts to disrupt down. Techno now in a pretty awkward corner. Crowded step to move out. Never mind. He peeks. Levi welcomes him with another headshot. And that's already the main taken away from them. Tesseract with a lovely trade. Helef, one shot was crispy, but that was just Raw Fuel he was able to take care of.
Last player
Both
standing.
the players moving in. Levi, my goodness, has basically hit 3 one-taps with 3 peaks from True Rippers. A bit of a dry peak moment, and MLT will not let go of that unpunished.
This was completely a Levi round, I must say, from the side of MLT because single-handedly he brought down death for the players of 3 people of True Rippers. RU answers back by getting one. Can he get the second one? The answer is no, as Tesseract shuts him down and MLT gets the first round on board. It was an important round for the players of MLT because if they had lost this particular buy round as well, they would have been in the economical deficiency again, and that is a cycle where you don't want to be at all. So MLT are going to be pretty happy because Again, they have a good economy, good weaponry to carry forward for the next round.
Indeed. Just losing a couple of weaponries and that's about it. So, yeah, it's not gonna hurt them. Not the end of the world whatsoever. Let's make a one away from his own Blade Storm. Not any other major impactful ultimate coming in apart from Tesseract just being 2 away from his own Hunter's Fury. But that's about it. Nothing major. It's gonna be a full-on rifle round based on the basic of their utilities. A close scan in towards the tree. People have to move backwards. Paranoia comes in as well. A good scan. So now Techno will have to reposition, but only into the crosshair of Tesseract. The spray down is already there. Oh, a beautiful recon scan yet again. Deathmaker capitalizing on the back of it, but fully blinded. And the fights are back and forth. LF having the last laugh, at least for now. And the backstab is also checked. So now Antidote will have to be worried about the position of Fario. The double up over towards Heaven. They can try and take the isolated fight against Aziz. The outro does not get a lot of info apart from just where Antidote is. That's all. Still a variable factor. Shots being fired. Now they know where they are. Ryu needs to come in on time. Helef gets another shot onto the skull. Deathmaker with a cloudburst onto the head. Aziz, how much can this man do? He's been the hero yesterday. Can he be one today as well? Diffuse is being stuck. He's got absolutely no clue. And he will not have any idea either ways. The round has been stolen away. And Helef will just tuck tails. Wants to save the rifle.
Well, certainly Helef just wants to save the rival, but Aziz and Antidote, they both didn't have too much post-plan tutorial also with them. On the other side, the plus of True Rippers, they had the Cloudburst, they had the Outrun, they had good util for the post-plan situation. So definitely Helef also played an important role in that scenario. But kudos to Aziz, valiant effort from his side. And now Deathmaker, he's on the Blade Storm. On the other side, Tesseract is having his own Hunter's Fury. Our progression is looking good for both the sides, but Levi with only a single ghost. So, Scrappy buy coming in from the side of MLT. I won't say Scrappy because there is a Bulldog and a ghost, but 3 rifles are also there.
Oh, Disrupt has been scanned in from that knife if I'm not wrong. So, they already know where this guy is. But wait a second, inside the smoke, pop flash play. They wanted to make a nasty play, but Ryu did not peek in on time. Just a bit of an off coordination, 21 HP on Deathmaker. And the dash was hurt. Tesseract knows where Ryu is, shuts him down too. True Rippers wanted to make a mid-trap play, but instead got caught in itself. Now Tesseract gets another kill onto Helef in the market. We're going to see the investment from the shadows as well from Levi and Techno on the other side of the map. First fight, good side steps coming in. 125 HP, a 1v3 situation, and he wants to go for the save. Will not be going in to take that fight. Will MLT go on a hunt? That is the question. But again, I think so the idea from True Rippers was good, but that knife, the early knife that came in from Aziz, scanning out both Deathmaker as well as Disrupt, that is what kind of gave it away. And there was also the smoke on Arches, which just did not let Ryu peek in or maybe just get that information. So even though the pop flash play was attempted, the lack of coordination resulted in just a small mishap. It's absolutely fine at the end of the world, as I mentioned.
Antidote has also recovered a rifle. Yes, MLT is getting the round, but that rifle is just a cherry on the cake, and they are going for the hunt. But Techno is hiding in a spot where it's impossible for them to hunt for him, giving the timeline which is there on the timer. So a good round conversion from the side of MLT, definitely, but True Rippers, they also need to answer back. They need to make sure that they get maximum rounds in the defense because, okay, my favorite casters are there.
I see. And I like that small chamber emote as well. You know, because that's exactly what 3 of them are doing.
I should say my mentors are there. Johnny sir is there, no?
Yeah, that is true. Shivansh as well, again, sticking to his own word, never predicting. So he's carrying both the flags in his own hand. But now that I think back about the previous round, I think so the pop flash from Disrupt was just to try and save his own life so that he could go in for a cross. And not exactly for a trap play. It's just that True Rippers were caught by MLT, surprised. Not thinking that they would be peeking like that dry. Maybe that's the reason why. Ryu with the Sheriff. Watching the B main, that's about it. The Recon should at least give them out the information that there is someone. How many? Maybe not enough. Yeah, Recon has been destroyed. Tesseract. Oh my god, never mind. That's a humongous scan. And the jig is up, the execute begins.
The execute begins and the players of True Rippers are pushed back into the side. They have all the information, MLT, and look at the pivot coming in from the mid. The dark cover is going to deny all the information, but True Rippers definitely knows that the players are moving towards the A. Early rotations are coming in. The Cloudburst is going to deny any sort of vision to Techno in the tree area, but Levi finds Deathmaker, Tesseract finds Techno. Important 2 frags coming in the favor of MLT. And now all 3 players are left with only Sheriff. Levi will get the spike down on the retake. True Rippers, they don't have the weaponry, they don't have the numbers, but Disrupt is having one rifle. Everything is upon him, but Aziz finds 2 more.
Yeah, you can jump in front of him. He's probably gonna get fun about that. That's all. Nothing else. Spoiler alert. Helef was taken down too. But yeah, the round is secured by the side of MLT. 3 players got scanned out there in B main, and they all decided to just quickly pivot towards the A directly from mid. If I'm not wrong, they also shot the alarm bot in mid to take care of it, just to create a bit of a confusion, and that is where a couple of players of True Rippers had to stop in mid, and only 3 of them were able to reach in the angle of window. That basically helped MLT to make that cross over from tree towards the side, and while making that cross towards the ending phase, they also got a couple of picks on the back of it. So very solid, I would say, pivot. The read was nice from True Rippers. They had the idea, but wait a second. Deathmaker has dodged the knife. Oh my god. Fuel has no clue about that. He still wants to survive. Just 14 HP, dashes on towards the other side, but Tesseract it's not more to let go of him. Was scanned out as well, and a beautiful spray down. Deathmaker. Insane mechanics on this man, and RU is now there for the support, but one fragment can actually take care of both of these players, but Aziz is just not using that utility.
The shock dart definitely taking some HP out of Antidote.
A lot of it,
Look at the
actually.
angle. Look at the angle which Helef is holding on to. Finally finds Antidote with that ordnance spray. Deals with him. Aziz and Levi, only 2 players remaining from the set of MLT, and that knife is going to give a lot of information as well to the players of True Rippers. Disrupt knows exactly where the players are, somewhere lurking in the mid. And the angle which Disrupt is holding on, the way he's guarding the tree area, it's not going to be easy for the players of MLT to breach in. Fragments, the flash, everything being used, and Aziz down to 41.
Oh my god, the man just casually walks up over on top in heaven, and is down to just 1 HP, but still Levi a little too presumptuous from the man. Aziz finally was taken down. 1 HP, not a lot you can do out there. But I really feel like Aziz is a bit shying away on terms of the utility usage on KO. He's got the null command, but yeah, they've got a lot of money in the bank, so they'll be able to buy in for this round as well. But look at the amount of ultimates that now True Rippers have. So it's going to be another big problem for the side of MLT.
4 ultimates already online towards True Rippers. Yes, the Odin in the hands of Helef is definitely going to bring some trouble for the players of MLT. But they have their own Hunter's Fury to answer back. Null Command, Blazestorm in the hands of Raw Fuel is also there. And again, MLT, time and time again, they are using the mid as they did with the players of Revenant as well. A good recon. Raw Fuel has already been scanned. The information has been passed on to the players of True Rippers. And this time, there is a bit of the hold that is coming from the side of MLT. And look at the position where Levi is. Disrupt finally shuts him down. The aim and control is still with the players of True Rippers now.
I like how True Rippers are proactively clearing the entire A lobby, right? Because they're making sure that the push and they clear out all the way towards the Gelato. But over on towards Cat, Disrupt standing in an off angle right now in tree. 1 more second. His knife is already up. Oh, dodges the pop flash. Brilliant. But still, Raw Fuel goes in for the white peak. Was able to shut down Disrupt before he could actually get his crosshair on time. Perfect play from Antidote yet again. Helef shuts down Aziz and just casually crosses up. Antidote's position is already known, but how are you going to deal with this one player that is going to rat around all of these multiple angles? And it's just a game of ring around the rosy as the spike is being brought towards B. They've kind of changed up, traded the map spaces. That's all for now is what we could see. It's about the timing. From the shadows is available for Techno if it really wants to invest onto it. He'll eventually be giving up away the position. Oh, he goes into the boathouse, cancels it. All right, understandable. But now, might not have enough time to go in for a full rotate. He's got to make his steps quick. And raw fuel in that off angle. He should normally be checked in these angles. And the ping is also there. But Techno is just down to 26 HP. Oh, beautiful! Peeks in on the back of Helef's contact, but Tesseract is still there. Wary of him. Shuts him down, a shot to the skull, and that's all he needed. Common angle spray down, but nothing gained on back of it. Tesseract shuts down Helef as well. MLT adapting on the fly.
They are certainly, and Ascent has been their strong ground, as they said in the interview also yesterday that we are unbeatable on this map. But the way True Rippers are answering back, that is also fantastic. A technical pause is coming in, but now True Rippers, they don't have enough economy also. Look at that, Techno with just a Guardian. Sheriffs might be there on the board, but True Rippers don't need to be a little careful because economical deficiency is something they don't want to be in. And MLT, they're looking super strong, but Helef's Hunter's Fury was definitely fantastic in that situation.
It indeed was. But again, it did not result in a lot. Apart from the fact that, yes, it almost got the numbers equalized, but nothing other than that. Aziz, in the meantime, still has got his null command, raw fuel with a blade storm. Antidote one away from his own lockdown, so they could very well try and play a fast play towards the B main, take the AWP, go in for the lockdown play and execute towards the B. A simple, precise execute. On the other side, Disrupt has got his own null command and RU with his own lockdown, so they could potentially go in for the retake, but through 4 sheriffs, 1 shotty, not the prettiest buy. But they can do damage like that. Tesseract down to just 38 HP.
For Sheriffs in the hands of True Rippers, definitely not the economy they want right now, but the lockdown with Ario is definitely something they can use in the post-plant situation for the retake. But for now, easy execution towards the A side, updraft, but Techno with the shot is going to answer back the aggression. Takes on revive, but Aziz gets one. Can he get the second one? Rafiel gets a second. A good scan, good nano swarms are being used. A good recon as well. Knows exactly where the player is hiding on the heaven area. Aryu needs to be a bit careful along with Letmaker because a 2v4 situation, which is a 1v4 now because Aryu is left all by himself, but he gets Aziz and good for only 1, and MLT gets 1 more round in their favor.
The HP on 2 people were pretty scary though. Just 1 body shot and they would have been taken down. A nice attempt, a valiant one. That shorty definitely did a decent amount of damage with 1 shot directly onto the body. Techno was able to take care of the one, but there was no escape route for him. And I like the idea from MLT, just holding on, pausing for a second and going in for the spam, take care of Techno, move forward and trade all the other players as raw fuel is already behind the enemy lines. But now Deathmaker has got the operator in the hand, which is posted in towards mid. But B burst seems to be the idea of MLT. And that's a decent one. Antidote has got the lockdown, and that's where he is going to invest it. Are we going to see the counter lockdown right away? No, is the answer. Aryu is going to keep it for the retake. Oh my goodness!
Tesseract finds 2. Finds the third one also, maybe. No.
Not yet.
Not yet, but he will. He will. Tesseract still having a very good position. The moment anyone comes from the market, Tesseract should be able to deal with him. But that operator in the CT area is something they need to worry about in the hands of Aryu. But finally, Tesseract knows exactly where he is. But Techno's going south. He's with Tesseract. Aryu still in a 2v3 situation. Techno finds raw fuel as well. And the HP on Antidote and Aziz is also not too much, but Techno and Aryu are also down to 70 and 77 HP. The lockdown is the only thing which can help for them for now, but looks like the call has been made to save the weapon.
You could argue that maybe they could have gone for it, but a lot of time was already lost on the way. So good decision to go and just save that operator. It was a heavy investment as well, and they've still got a few extra bunch of utilities to grab the next 2 rounds, I believe. But a good round yet again by MLT. Deathmaker just being caught while retreating backwards in a pretty awkward position out there in the open, in the wild. And Tesseract with that recon got a scan, peeked in, got the pick as well, and doubled up on behind. In the meantime, though, the attempt to flush out Tesseract was decent, but still, I mean, let's be honest, it's Tesseract and the entirety of MLT. They're not going to let you scale up so easily being unscathed. So you've got to force out those early utilities to stop MLT from getting in comfortable post-plant positions, because as soon as the MLT side is getting control of the side, they're just not letting go whatsoever. And it's always scaling up over towards the B, or maybe just these mid-round decisions that MLT is making is what is catching True Rippers off guard. I do like their idea of making some aggressive plays over towards the A to catch Levi. They have done that a couple of times and they have got success in those rounds too. But now I just feel that True Rippers need to make a proactive play out right off the bat. They need to change the pace a little bit, or maybe just try and go for a very quick flood retake.
I do agree with you. The mid-round adjustments which are coming from the set of MLT are so fantastic. Even if they are denied entry towards the B main or A main, they adjust towards the mid or something they bring up, which they are able to execute the round and get the round in their favor. But for now, early knife doesn't get any information outside A main. But Deathmaker with the operator is something which the plus of MLT needs to worry, and that one way is definitely something which can help Deathmaker, but he misses a shot, but knows exactly where the player is hiding. Now, the information has been passed on to the plus of True Rippers that it's an aggro hit which MLT is planning towards the A side. That's the reason 4 plus are stacked up towards the A. 2 plus on the heaven area, 2 plus towards the tree area. A good control coming in from the side of True Rippers. But here is the thing. The pivot coming is Aziz finds Techno, shuts him down on the catwalk.
Just wanted to go for a re-clear out there. I was hoping if it was on a back of a utility, but the dry peak was punished. MLT now on the back of that pick. They're again slowly scaling up towards the A, trying to retake that space. Still being wary of the operator of Deathmaker being posted up close on the choke point itself. Knives exchanged, information gathered, and that's a humongous scan, if I'm not wrong, from Disrupt.
30 seconds left.
If I'm not wrong, at least 4 players were scanned out there. So still, True Rippers are gonna stick to that position. In the meantime, Antidote scaled up towards B main, gained out all the information and gained the control of that area. Either way, Zaryu is all the way far back behind. He's playing just for the retake. He's got a classic in the hands, and it's gonna be a B split coming in as the market control was also gained. True Rippers are way too late for the party. Oh, another swap. Oh, Aryu, he wanted to peek out, wanted to get the timing down to just 29 HP. Could not find the connection he was looking for, but Helef definitely does. Raw fuel taken down. 4v4 situation, but a weaponry disadvantage for True Rippers does not matter if Helef is gonna hit shots like that.
Not anymore, because Antidote shuts him down, deals with him. The operator has also been shut down. Deathmaker by the hands of Antidote. And now the plus of MLT, they have the numbers advantage. Yes, Aryu has recovered a Guardian. Lockdown is there, command is there, but time is ticking, time is running. Disrupt finds one, deals with Antidote. Now Levi on the boathouse.
They don't have time.
All they need to do is just buy some time, but that is also not required as Levi deals with Disrupt, and Aryu is left all by himself on 29 HP.
Can Aryu save the operator though? That's the question. I guess so. He did. But yeah, there was quite a bit of a questionable sequence where Disrupt wanted to go in for the retake. Aryu was still sitting all the way back in the market. I think so maybe they could have tried to double up and then re-clear off all those spaces, or maybe he was just waiting to see if someone could shoot from behind who could find a timing on the back of Disrupt's contact.
Thanks.
But it's absolutely fine. 7-4. I still feel MLT on their attacking half have been doing a fantastic job. Even if it's just the mid-round adjustments, those mid-round or late-round rotations, that's what's been helping them. And now this operator. Deathmaker has been shut down like anything. He hasn't found any success with the op. Antidote on the other side. As soon as he found that pick, he swapped it up for Raw Fuel. Raw Fuel is the one who'll be using the op in the mid now. Waiting to see if there's anyone who wants to re-clear that space, wants to take that control. Aryu out, aggressive, and Raw Fuel is now just exploring mid with a Blade Storm in his own hand.
See, the thing is, Deathmaker has been playing outside B main since a very long time. In the previous rounds, that was the position he was playing, and this time Antidote was prepared with the operator to punish him, and that is exactly what happened. The duelist is already out of the picture from the side of True Rippers, and this time, look at the aggression of MLT. All the way from the mid, now they are moving towards the B from the spawn area or the area. The Hunter Fury has been invested, but before that, President was also able to deal with Techno, shut him down. Finally, their trades, few trades are coming in the favor of True Rippers, but that is not going to be enough as Disrupt 11 all by himself, finds one, but Antidote gets a 3k and the round as well.
MLT are definitely rising in terms of number of attacking rounds. They've secured 8 rounds on the attack of Ascent. Boy, this is a start that they were hoping for. And it has always been the mid-round adjustments. Just changing where they want to go in that mid-round. They actually bought the double op in this round. One Raw Fuel was doing and the second one Antidote over towards the B. They knew that Deathmaker would eventually peek in either from mid or from B because in the previous round he peeked directly from the A. So they were ready for him on both the avenues to try and punish him whatsoever. And as soon as they punished Detonaker's op, they just swapped back for the rifles and were ready to take care of the rest of the players. A good idea, a good approach from MLT, and let's just say half of them were just the duels that MLT were looking for. And they done a phenomenal job on the back of it. But we'll be back after this short break for the second half action, ladies and gentlemen. So we're back after a very short break. We stay true to our promises, just like how True Rippers have stayed true to their name, and MLT have been showing the promising results on the map of Ascent. It seems they could eventually close it out very easily, Bhavna.
Defensive half already, in the attacking half, MLT was able to get 8 rounds, and defensive half is already MLT's strong point. That is what I wanted to say. But for True Rippers, I think the next coming pistol round is going to be very crucial. 3 goes already towards True Rippers, 4 goes towards the side of MLT. That has been their go-to strategy for the pistol round. They always go for 3 goes, True Rippers. And from the looks of it, looks like they are going for a hit, but A side is also double stacked up, where Aziz is playing quite forward. Knife scans all the players, gets all the information which the players of MLT need at this point. A very aggressive hit, and yes, they are going aggressive, but look at the early rotations coming from the side of MLT as well.
Grounded.
Oh my god, you walk in the smoke only for Raw Fuel to welcome with a shot to your skull. Behind the Jenny, you still need to win the fight, but they are all isolated. Still a couple of back and forth trades coming in, and a good answer from Disrupt. Now, yet again, another pistol maybe secured by True Rippers. Yes, it surely will be. A good pistol round yet again, scaling up over towards the A, and then going in for a split directly from the tree itself. Beautiful approach from the round. Simple, crisp, precise, even though Deathmaker was taken out. Disrupt on that nasty positioning behind the generator. Wasn't even that nasty though, it was just a positioning behind the generator. He was able to utilize that position to his own advantage with the help of Techno's support. So both the players now slowly stepping up. And B is potentially where they want to flood in. Not a stack coming in from MLT whatsoever. Just a turret in front of them. RU is the one to be outlaw this time around. And oh my god! That is one heck of a scan, and the dash now also notes down the position of Antidote. And everyone's just gonna flood in. But wait a second, answer back from MLT is also pretty good. They've got the spike down as well. Deathmaker is scaling up. He needs to get the shot right on the body of Aziz is where it lands. Raw Fuel still stands on that nasty angle, gets 2 from there. And it's Deathmaker with either on 4K or nothing. This anti-eco has been super expensive, and Levi's reposition I don't think so. Deathmaker is gonna anticipate it.
Raw Fuel played huge from that position. In the side, got 2 with the classic. That was something even the players of True Rippers didn't anticipate at all.
Yes.
And even if True Rippers get this round, 4 weaponries were dropped. The bonus is not going to look at all good for the players of True Rippers.
Levi has got a Vandal.
Yeah, he has got a Vandal, but 30 HP onto him is something not gonna help him. And no util onto him at all. A 4K coming in for Deathmaker. But True Rippers, yes, they got the round, but at what cost? 4 rifles, 4 weaponries were dropped.
At least the silver lining for that is that they're able to carry the Vandal in the next one. Maybe do some damage, but yeah. Raw Fuel. I wish my classic used to work like that. I mean, I can
That's
clearly...
Raw Fuel.
Still, it's the classic. Come on.
In the hands of Raw Fuel.
Understandable. Now you're talking about it. But now there's an operator in the hands of Raw Fuel, and that's a glass cannon operator right away. With the Nodwin in the hands of Tesseract. They've got to break the recon. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think so. No one's watching for the recon. Are they? The scan is humongous. And he gets the pick on Helef. This has been a 2 round in a row now. True Rippers have not been breaking the recon, and MLT finding an insane value on the back of it.
Raw Fuel, the operator in the market area. There's the shot, but Tesseract is not going to miss as he finds Deathmaker. Shuts
Make
him
it
down.
3. What?
Finds the third one as well. Disrupt also. And True Rippers, they're getting ripped apart by the players of MLT. What are they doing at this point? Aryo's HP is down to 8 with just a stinger in his hands. It's all come down to Techno. Yes, they have the util, they have the dark cover, they have the paranoia, but they don't have the numbers. It's a 2v5 situation. Or should I call it a 1v5 because Aryo is just 8 HP?
Hey, you could combine them. It's still not going to reach 150.
One enemy remaining.
But as long as the weaponry is standing. Never mind that. Tesseract with a 4K make it an ace with the Odin spam. And I'm pretty sure he did not see one member of True Rippers. It was just from the scan and then from the spam at the choke point. This is just nasty from this team. But yeah, definitely not the way you would really want True Rippers to approach that one towards the B. It's been, again, 2 straight rounds. No one's breaking the recon. And it's been giving some massive value to the side of MLT. And this buy round, it needs to be a crucial one, specifically for Aryu, because this man is just not feeling him right now. 2, 12, and 1. That is trouble.
It definitely is, and this time the players of True Rippers are going for a hit. A double pinch should be coming in, but Aziz is going to shut it down as he deals with Deathmaker in the tree area. But still, Aryu can bring up some good plays, but Aziz is still holding on to that angle and shuts down Aryu as well. The double pinch which True Rippers were planning has been annihilated with the players of MLT, and Aziz with a 3K finds Disrupt. Helef and Techno, they are going to answer back. And this time, MLT, they have the numbers because Helef down to only 48 HP and only man remaining as Techno has been dealt by Antidote. There is no way Helef can do this, or maybe he can, finds one, but Antidote was in the perfect position to deal with him. At the same time, he'll carry forward the Odin as well. With the round, obviously.
Yeah, all the loss was an operator. That's about it. Nothing else. It's fine. Just a scratch in the pocket. Or a scratch in their wallet. Good trades from MLT coming in all together yet again. For a second, I thought maybe the round could be brought back by a couple of picks that, if I'm not wrong, Techno was able to bring out. But nada, says MLT. 10 and 6 already hitting the double digits, and yet again another eco round for the side of True Rippers with both the Jets now using their own blade storm. Maybe no, it was just Deathmaker. Raw Fuel still 2 away from his own blades.
Here.
Seems sometimes like the voice is echoing in my brain. Lovely play from Raw Fuel, understanding that it could be a bait and play setup. Takes down Disrupt first. Yeah, there are both the players there. Raw Fuel still gets a pick on Deathmaker. The Knights do absolutely nothing. And all the way back is Tesseract Odin. Well, Helef's Bulldog seems to be better in this case. Aziz will shut down Techno out. No lurking for the Omen in the shadows on the other side.
Recalling my bot.
2v4 for the players of True Rippers with Helef just a pistol in his hands. On the other side, it's Levi waiting with his Mandel. Completely stacked up side. There is no way they can get an entry. A Paranoia coming in at the perfect time, which is going to help the players of MLT isolate the files. And Aziz gets one. The other player gets a second one as well. And here's the thing, scared the split approach which is coming from the side of MLT. One player outside B main, one player outside A main. The three players are moving towards the mid, contesting for the mid control and getting picked one after another. That is not helping the players of MLT. Yes, they are getting the mid control, but after that, the way MLT is inheriting the players of True Rippers is something True Rippers need to readjust, because True Rippers, yes, they are getting only the mid control, nothing else.
And this, just again, some common mistakes that you would not expect from the side of True Rippers. Specifically in this situation, they want to make a fast approach this time around over towards the tree. Pika has scaled up way too up already, but again, the alarm bot giving out the information. That's the only utility out there. Tesseract with a preemptive Hunter's Fury, still a back and forth trade. Raw Fuel takes care of EM. The Jet on the other side was pretty solid. Now Disrupt wanted to go in for a trade as well, but again, the Tailwind back saves his own life. Paranoia used up. Disrupt, he should be taken down. Wait a second, the man still wins the fight. An important one and a much needed one at that. RU, can he find a pick on Tesseract? Yes, he surely will. This did not check. Not off angle. And on the back of it, a smoke will definitely come, but there are a couple of nano swarms that they need to deal with. But since there's no antidote, the nano swarms won't hold any value. But this fragment is a pretty solid one. Flash P coming in, 13 HP on Aziz. Still wants to try and survive. How much can he do? Apparently not much. Disrupt shuts him. Gets the control of the side for True Rippers, and this is finally looking like a convincing round for True Rippers.
Should go in their favor unless Levi pulls off a clutch, but that's not going to happen as RU is going to deal with him. And the 7th round comes on board for the players of True Rippers. A good round conversion because only one weaponry was lost. And True Rippers, there is still hope for them to stage a comeback because it's a full buy round coming in with Null Command, Hunter's Fury from the shadows available with them. On the other side, there is Blade Storm with Raw Fuel, and a timeout is also coming in from the side of MLT. Looks like they want to seal this map, get the victory a little bit sooner.
Understandable as well. There's just one small mistake that they made, so their coach will definitely be letting them know that that's not how you really want to let the opponent steal with the momentum now, would you? So MLT will eventually fix up the problems that they encountered in this one, and I still feel that True Rippers, this time around, the way they went in for a fast pick, fast fight over towards the tree, they're kind of trying to find those loopholes in the defense of MLT and create the question marks around the map. We're finding successes on the couple of angles and then pivoting towards B where they just won the fights. I think so, yes, it's good. But if in case one of those fights would have gone the other way, we might have seen a different result of that round. Though still, it is doable. Null Command for Disrupt, Helef with the Hunter's Fury, Techno with From the Shadows. Now on this map, I still feel From the Shadows could be committed directly towards B Boathouse. A Paranoia already on the ready. They want to make a quick play over towards the A. That's the dash in from Deathmaker. Normally, whenever True Rippers come out of a timeout, they always go in for a set play. But there's the Null Command being answered. From both the sides, Hunter's Fury comes into play as well. Has he got any tag? That's the question. Maybe absolutely not. But Aziz and Levi winning out their own duels, important ones. And Disrupt is absolutely no man's land. Deathmaker answers back with one, but Raw Fuel shuts him.
Oh, the aggression of MLT, definitely after the timeout, everything is working just for them as Aziz deals with Disrupt as well. There is no entry that is allowed towards the A side, and the players are pretty much stuck outside A main. They have to take the spike also, and the way the spike is being guarded by the players of MLT, it's not going to be easy. Yes, the recon, the shock darts are there with LF and the Owl Run to get all the information. The main problem is they don't have any util to take the spike and go for the B side and plant. And 38 seconds, yes, the time is there, but they need to do something huge. They need to go for the big play. Raw Fuel deals with Helef, shuts him down, and Aryu is left all by himself. And finally, he also gets taken down by Desirect, and the 12th now, the match point is there for the players of MLT.
Brilliant performance for now from their side. And I mentioned the map of Ascent could eventually fall in the hands of MLT. There were just a few mistakes that they were making back in the regular season, and they fixed all of them up. And that in such a great way. The coordination looks pretty solid. Even the way they take the fights, they look very confident going into those. And the previous round was a pretty heavy ult-invested round with the Hunter's Fury, Null Command. Still, that did not result in a win for True Rippers. And now they've got RU one away from the lockdown. Ice being traded out there, but a good information being gained by Aziz, at least for the early round, so they know that there are a couple of players outside the A main. They've got no information about Helef. Lineup lands it perfect. The mid alarm bot has been taken care of.
And the Outround will get all the mid information which Helef needs at this point. Maybe again we can see the plus of True Rippers moving for the mid control. That could be the way to go for them. And a slow approach towards the mid. But look at the position where Desirect is. An early rotation might come in from his side the moment the players of MLT gets to know, because the knife has given away all the information that Amen is clear. A B split approach. Raw fuel deals with Deathmaker, shuts him down. A very good recon, scans every player present inside the side. But Raw fuel finds one more. Techno answers back. Trades are coming. All the trades are coming in the favor of True Rippers, but Raw fuel is going to answer back with a 3k and antidote all by himself in a 1v1 situation. Finds the last one as well with a 2k completing, and MLT gets a victory on the map of Ascent. And like they said it yesterday, that they are unbeatable, undefeatable on the map of Ascent. Looks like they have proved it today.
Doing a phenomenal job. MLT, what a way to start things off. Their map pick and securing it in such a dominating fashion too. True Rippers would eventually have quite a few things to talk amongst themselves, because again, their Ascent has never looked this weak. But this time around, it just seemed that MLT had a perfect idea as to what True Rippers really wanted to do. And MLT were playing their game. True Rippers just could not break that momentum. And RU, I'll be brutally honest, the man really needs a bit of an energy drink, because you want to see this guy always hyping up others, always being the one that all put smiles on the faces of the other people. But this time, with the way he's been performing, yeah, there have been a few troubles, specifically with the way how things went today. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You know, I was feeling that maybe just True Rippers could not figure out what they needed to do in this map.
Maybe the aggression also which the players of MLT were bringing in, because let's be honest, how many first kills Deathmaker got? True Rippers, yes, Deathmaker was getting the first kills, but after that they were not able to scale up on that. You're getting first kills, but after that you have to make sure you get entry into the side, because MLT was denying that so many times. There were so many rounds where True Rippers were completely denied an entry into the side, and the retakes were so fantastic. Even if they got the side, MLT's retakes were fantastic.
That is indeed true. Now, there's a lot of things that we need to discuss. We'll talk about that after this short break.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
to live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
Sometimes short things are not very short, they are pretty long, and I know the break was extended a bit, but it's absolutely fine, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again. You all are watching the OMEN Valorant Challengers South Asia Split 1 Cup number 2, and we are looking at the player statistics now. Finally, we prepared it perfectly, and oh my goodness, it's the domination of SOAs on the both end of the spectrum. But we're going to quickly move forward as well. Look at the first kills. MLT had 14.
And True Rippers only 6 first kills. There were no thrifty rounds, but the post-run situation also for MLT was looking fantastic because they were able to get the site 8 times, converted it into 7 times. But Troopers, they only had 3 rounds. They got the site into 3 and converted all the 3, but that was not enough because already the score line in the first half was towards the players of MLT.
That's absolutely correct, and honestly I really want to have a look at the heat pass as well for both of these teams because it will give us some more insights. And look at the way how in almost all the attacking rounds we were seeing a lot of space being taken over towards the B main, or you could also talk about towards the A. Yeah, both of those areas there were some explorations, but apart from that absolutely nothing, because even towards Cat we could see MLT scaling up so very quickly, so very easily, that when they went in for the execute, there was just not enough time for the members of True Rippers to go in for their rotations or maybe call for the quick backups and quick reinforcements. And we're going to see the exact same thing in the Omen highlights as well.
And although there were mid exploration from the side of MLT, but every time True Rippers, they gave the mid control entirely to the players of MLT. That's why we don't see too much action happening around the mid. But towards the A side is where the players of True Rippers were also trying to execute a lot of times in the starting first half. MLT was also going for a execute. That's the reason there's a lot of heat around the A side. But Raw Fuel was also fantastic. He was able to clutch a few of the rounds.
That's again Raw Fuel. Finally being back on Jet, everyone's having a pretty fun time seeing him back on that area. A lot of his fans actually would be super happy, and I mean with the performances like these, a classic in the hand, yet being able to get 2 in the round where they were actually on a save. Now these are the kind of situations that I feel True Rippers would really want to avoid on the next map of Split, because on this one, yes, you could see MLT performing out of their minds, and you could clearly see the happiness from the faces of players as well. It could be Antidote, could be Levi. But yeah, they were all having some super fun, but some serious poker faces out there in the True Rippers area. So they would really want to think things through for the next map itself, because they do not want to repeat what happened on the map of Ascent. Now, one good thing is for the fact that Split is a True Rippers pick. But Bhavna, you're the woman of statistics. What do they say?
MLT is not looking good on the map of Split at all, because they have played against True Rippers twice in the map of Split. Otherwise, they have not played Split at all in this particular tournament. And both the times, True Rippers got a very dominating victory. Once it went into the overtime, and overtime is something where True Rippers shine the most, be MLT or any other team. True Rippers know how to convert those overtimes into their favor. So Split, I won't be surprised if it goes in the favor of True Rippers.
They really need that map to go their side, right? Because, yeah, Lotus, you could argue it could go anywhere, specifically seeing how, I mean, Revenant were disbalanced yesterday. We could clearly see them shaking to their own core. So we could not eventually see what their prime performance was looking like on the map of Lotus. But yeah, one thing for sure is for a fact that Lotus is going to be a very close-knit affair. But as we move forward, right, in the entirety of our series. There's Breeze, there's Icebox. Now Breeze is again some map where I'm leaning a bit more towards MLT, thinking that they might close it out. Though True Rippers, they've looked pretty good Breeze itself, so I'm not gonna steal it entirely away from them. It still would depend on the momentum. In case the momentum would be in their favor, they might be able to secure it. But again, that is all about those maps. Split. We're going to be having a look at it again, and it's a pretty mirror composition yet again. Both teams running with their double controllers, with Sky as their prime initiator.
Sky on the map of Split is fantastic. I think Sky is one of the best initiator. You have to pick Sky on the map of Split and Viper. Cypher, you need to have those lurk plays. Gecko, I'm not a fan of Gecko on Split. Maybe Bind. If it was Bind, I would have loved to see Gecko, but if it's Split, I think Sky is the best.
Normally now there have been certain situations where teams would eventually pick the double initiator compositions to try and make up for a fact that now you don't have refreshable flashes with Sky. You only have two. You could either try and gather some information or intel with them, or maybe you could go in for a full-fledged setup. Now the Omen paranoia becomes even more crucial in these situations. So investing onto these utilities is going to be important, but the team who utilizes them perfectly would eventually be able to close things out. I really want to see how this very solid True Rippers attacking lineup is going to secure the rounds against the side of MLT, whose defense look impenetrable, specifically when Aziz starts to pop off. And Raw Fuel, Tesseract, all of them are feeling themselves. I'm pretty scared for True Rippers right now.
Here's the thing, sometimes you get fruits for your regression and sometimes you get punished. If this time Aziz gets punished, MLT might not be able to convert many rounds in their favor. Early dark cover outside B main, a good approach, a good prediction that maybe it's going to be B hit, and that is exactly where they are moving True Rippers. And Antidote is only anchor, a good paranoia hitting all the
lovely
players,
paint shell.
but Aziz along with Antidote and the paint shells coming in finds 2+, a good rotation coming from the side of Aziz to help Antidote in that scenario. Levi also scaling up, finds 2 more. Maybe a flawless pistol round conversion is coming from the side of MLT.
Don't tell me we're actually going to see a 3-0 in favor of MLT if this is the way how they're starting things off. A full-fledged shutdown of True Rippers attack. That was absolutely bonkers. Aryu gets one, tries to go for the second as well, but Aziz is there for the trade. No fancy happening for him whatsoever. And again, True Rippers, they normally like to, scale up around the B main area, and seems like MLT have done their research pretty well. They usually leave just Aryu over for the lurk towards the A to try and create some question marks, but that's about it. Majorly, they always start towards the B. And that is exactly what MLT read. Shut them down perfectly. A Marshal being brought in, understandable, because there's absolutely no half shields. You basically have an operator in the hand. Couple of Spectres, few of them. Just a Bulldog in the hands of Raw Fuel, who's got his own entire setup towards the A yet again. To catch anyone who might eventually try to cheekily lurk. Now it becomes even more important for Aryu to find his lurk timings and find some valuable information on the lurk, or at least a couple of picks. Because if you really want to brute force your way through the choke points, then MLT, they've got a lot of utility to stall you down. The paranoia in the previous round from Antidote was immaculate, and that is the only way they had enough time for Aziz's paint shells to land on that area. Now they're going to be saving now.
Oh, beautiful. Levi along with Tesseract finds 4 and shuts down 4+ of True Rippers. That was fantastic, because if you look at it, Aziz has been playing the mail room, the tower control is with him. Levi, he has been playing in the vents, and this time True Rippers, they decided to go for a mid aggression, and they were punished quite nicely. And Deathmaker, the last man remaining from the side of True Rippers, with just a classic in his hand. Painful is there to help him out, but the Marshall shots didn't land this time, and Aziz is the one to be punished.
30 seconds left.
The answer back is there from the side of Deathmaker, but I don't think he can find the second one, or maybe he can, because look at the HP on Levi. Down to 40 HP. Finds Raw Fuel as well. Beautiful plays coming in from the side of Deathmaker, but that's it. After Raw Fuel, he gets shut down by Antidote.
That was yet again a good paranoia. Antidote on that paranoia has been pretty solid. Otherwise, this round might have been even more tricky, because a couple of players, they did not have a lot of HP, so could have eventually been taken down by a couple of more shots from DM. 55 HP, just a close range right click sometimes is all that you need. A reinvestment in the Phantom for Aziz. Apart from that, all the other players, they're just on again those scraps. But important round for True Rippers with a full shield, just a half shield in the hands of Disrupt. That's about it. Now, previously, this man was able to make some amazing lurk plays on the Omen. Yesterday, when we saw them playing against Grayfox. But look at the setup of MLT. They're just not giving them at even a single inch in mid. And that is where they normally would create their lurk plays from. But they don't have that leeway here right now. So how will True Rippers adjust to what MLT are bringing? Tesseract. No way he lands that shot.
Scout destroyed. Second time True Rippers are getting punished in the mid. MLT's mid control is fantastic. You have to give it to them. Techno knows where Aziz is. The pain shells coming in is going to stall them in the garage. The B control is still to the plus of MLT. The poison cloud is going to give them some entry point. And maybe they can cross it. Techno, you need to be very careful. Finally, swings out, comes out of smoke as Aziz was placed perfectly to shut him down. The paranoia is not hitting Helif as of now.
30
and
seconds
Rippers,
left.
they already don't have the numbers advantage in their favor.
Wanted to walk out of his own smoke, trying to create some question marks. While his teammates are now going to scale up in towards the B heaven. Are you? The players have just doubled up on side, tripled up. They've only got 12 more seconds to work with. That's the spike down. No way they're getting this round. Dropping down to only your death is where RU landed. And it's all down to just disrupt. Lurk is just way too late, and Tesseract will deny any opportunity to take those rifles off the hands. That is just nasty beginning from MLT. Doing the basics, but so flawlessly.
Some known faces. And
All of them, though.
lot of them, and all of them did predict that True Rippers, they are going to get a victory on the map of Split. But the way in the map is going on, back-to-back 3 rounds in the favor of MLT, no one expected to beat True Rippers in the pistol round itself, especially in the map of Split. But this time True Rippers are changing things up. They're going for a A hit. And look at the read wizard players of MLT are having. A side is pretty heavily stacked up. It's not going to be easy for True Rippers to execute A, especially the way MLT, Aziz, and along with that, Tesseract is having the entire heaven control.
MLT have been reading True Rippers like a book. You still change the setup a little bit. That maker gets taken down. RU lands a shot onto the heads of Aziz. That's just one, but no recoverable weaponry whatsoever. And since, again, look at how far Rofuel has pushed up, fully flashed out, and he still will survive. I was hoping maybe Tesseract would play anti-flash onto that one, but still it was a pretty good flash from Helif. 19 HP, there's a humongous gap in the wall as well. Fortunate stuff happening out here for True Rippers time and time again in the mid. The fight now takes place only for Levi to be unscathed. Eventually gets the pick on Techno. Bit scrappy towards the starting, but it's fine. Still are able to shut him down. Here again, Helif pretty low in that HP. Single peek coming in. Finally calls in the help of RU2, and RU wins the duel. All right, that is what was needed. Now to just 5 HP, the regrowth is available, does not even matter as Antidote gets the skull. Tesseract is ready. Yeah, he'll just peek in on the time.
Didn't even check the side. And
Didn't have the time to do that.
time also, and the way MLT has read the plus of True Rippers is so fantastic. This time the way the aggression was there towards the A side, the perfect read that True Rippers are going to go for a A hit, and Drawfuel answered back by getting the first kill was fantastic. Even if RU was there, there was neural theft, but HP was not there. Same goes for Helif, and True Rippers are really struggling. This time a 4-0 coming in, a full buy round. Neural theft available, and even Deathmaker is just 1 point away from his own stopper. Could be a round which the players of True Rippers should be looking for to convert early ramp control for True Rippers, but the players of MLT, maybe this time they are planning to play on the retake, but in the vents, look at the position of Levi. It's going to be so critical, so pivotal at this point.
Yes, indeed. He still had to use the snake bite to make sure no one pushes out forward. Tesseract scratched up, but that's about it. They're still trying to make the progress over there a bit, at least keeping their attention. In the meantime, Techno is the one who's been activated towards the B. He's trying to find a value during those lurk plays, and through the smoke, the shots connect. Levi gets taken down.
I know exactly.
That's an important one because that the Vipers, it's out. It's the neural theft time. Uses the information on the back of it, and now it's going to be a long-range fight for Techno. He needs to win this one. A bit scrappy, but still wins the trade. And on the back of it now, everyone has already pivoted towards the B, but Rawfuel finds some good opening. Siraj can eventually take Techno down, and yes, he surely will. A 5v2, now turning into a 3v2. And that's in favor of MLT now. Rawfuel will be taken down. Deathmaker equalizes the numbers, but Helef is now being pinched upon and has got no clue for his death. As Aziz shuts him down, 15 more seconds, and a round which started with True Rippers advantage is ending in favor of MLT. 5-0, and this team is just not stopping. Holy smokes! He just casually ran up towards him to shut him down. That is insane.
And the positioning of the players of True Rippers are also a little off because they are out in the open. So many possibilities were there where they could have converted those strikes in their favor, but MLT just found the players of True Rippers out in the open, especially the way one of the players was moving from the garage area. Did shut down Helef in that situation.
Aziz. That was Aziz.
That was Aziz, but True Rippers, I don't know what's really happening wrong. Split is one of the strongest map for the players of True Rippers, and losing on the map of Split like this, in this fashion where back-to-back rounds, 5 rounds are going in the favor of MLT is something very concerning. Because if Split also goes in the favor of MLT, then maybe Lotus,
it's a 3-0.
even if Lotus goes in the favor of True Rippers, MLT already have a cushion of 2 maps.
If this map goes in for MLT, it's a 3-0. And wait a second, Bhavna, remind me, who did you predict yesterday?
I'm not going to say anything. I did not jinx True Rippers.
Of course you did not. Of course you did not. But yeah, I'm going to agree over the fact that MLT, that they are just phenomenal at this point. It's looking like the prime power-packed roster from last year is back, but with an extra bit of power because Levi is fragging out of his mind as well. One away from his Viper split, a fast play this time coming in by Deathmaker, flash pop, but no one to be caught. Free A side though, Rawfuel setup is there, but it's absolutely fine. The spike is actually going towards the B. It was all just a fake to try and gather the attention of MLT towards the A. They're playing a lot on the back of that contact.
Yeah,
but now since, again, the noise has been cut out, the senses could eventually start to tingle and they would eventually be moving forward towards the B, or maybe not. After shutting down Deathmaker, they're still sticking to their initial gain of information. Aziz with the lurk will now finally give the cue to the team that it's not a hit towards this side. They've all already reached B.
And leaving the site completely open could have been a mistake from the side of MLT. Yes, the Seekers are there. That is going to give a lot of information to Tesseract at this point, but the spike has already been planted. The post position is also looking good for the players of True Rippers, where Helef is having the mid control, checking the mid. For the lurks, Ari finds one. Helef deals with Levi, shuts him down in the mid. And now the Trailblazer is also going to give a lot of information, but Antidote is scaling a big time as he finds 2. But Aryu gets a trade. Aryu finds a 3rd one as well, but Aziz is going to answer back as he gets Aryu. And Helef, who is down to 26.
No way!
By time, but the showstopper from Aziz shuts him down, and he'll get the defuse and the round in his favor.
Man just pre-aimed a showstopper and got a shutdown on Helef. That is just mind-boggling. Nah, this is not happening, man. True Rippers, that was their round. Specifically, are you winning that one trade? He could have played, staying a bit more back, but Aziz, that's a highlight of his lifetime. You don't even see stuff like that happening in your own compy. That is absolutely bonkers. Now Disrupt making a play that he made yesterday, but Showstopper by Deathmaker is going to clear out the entirety of the side. Does not even matter because MLT are playing all the way up in heaven. 1-for-1 trade. Levi shut down. RU won that one fight and he will win the second one too. Neural Theft now being invested. Aziz moves out, gets the pick like a regular office day work, regular day story.
Disrupt needs to be careful.
Beautiful.
Deathmaker deals with the antidote, shuts him down. The RAM control is still with Disrupt. And maybe he can find one. But throw the plus. Aziz and Tesseract are moving towards the screen where we have Helef and Deathmaker. Deathmaker is the first person to contact, but Helef can swing out and Tesseract will punish him as he does exactly that. A perfect paint shell coming in. Deathmaker has been punished. Now Aziz is the last man standing. Disrupt. Everything is on to him and he shuts down Aziz as he was about to tap in the spike. And True Rippers, well, they get one round in their favor. Finally.
At what cost?
4 weaponries.
I mean, and that too was almost lost by the end. Seems like True Rippers fans, they're also losing a bit of a hope out there. But, hey, MLT fans are having a fun time. So that's one thing. There's a Viper Spit available for Techno in this one. Along with Levi with his own Viper Spit. The question is if he's going to commit it into the mid or not. The gap. Deathmaker finds a pick on Antidote. Wanted to be a hero, but Levi apparently has a chance to show that he's the better Dr. Sabine. Now that orb did not quite land where he wanted it to land, so that's a problem. Can't pick it up now. Long range fight. Hello wins it against Tesseract. Okay, bit chunk down. 31 HP, not quite healthy.
I must wait.
Still, no one's gonna push out that smoke, so they're gonna be staying far back. Wins control towards A heaven. That's the rotation for True Rippers. Trailblazer going all the way towards spawn. Levi would have been left with just 1 HP if that landed. Couple of cages now being used up. Both the Tripwires destroyed. Raw Fuel still peeks in on 2 different angles and get 2 of those picks. But B side is now entirely open, so the plant will go in for True Rippers there.
They will get the plant, but the situation is for the post plant, they don't have enough numbers and they don't have too much util. Yes, the dark cover and paranoia is there, but other than that, no flash. Disrupt position, so critical finds one. It was so important. The paranoia goes in, dark cover goes in, but despite that, Aziz is able to shut down Disrupt. Helef gets Aziz. It's a 1v1 where Helef is down to 37 HP. Raw Fuel. He has a camera from which he can get a lot of information, but look at the position of Helef, completely unpredictable, but
oh my
Helef
God.
sees the Raw Fuel, and Raw Fuel is now down to 27 HP, going for the defuse, half defuse could be done, but finally shuts down Helef as he was trying to take a jump peek, a 3K coming in, and MLT gets one more round in their favor.
Confidence brewing out of this team, and a bit of a flashback of the map of Haven back in one of the off-season tournaments. That is unfortunate for Helef. Tried. Has been flawless till now. He's been doing a phenomenal job till now. A bit of a wide jump peek out there. Wanted to check, and that's all Raw Fuel needed. Rifle in the hands of Helef. Couple of sheriffs, couple of classics. But how do you even stop the rampage of MLT at this point? Playing always just on the back of contact. They're like, it's fine, you can scale up all you really want. We'll just play on the retake. We'll just shut you down as you decide to take control of that side. Full-fledged Viper spread pretty deep as well, controlling the entirety of the mid. Tesseract is going to gain the contact, fires a few shots with a Guardian in the hand, but will finally be dealt with.
Hero rifle in the hands of Helef is the only hope for the Plus of True Rippers to do something. Yes, they got the initial trade onto the Tesseract, but can they recover the rifle? And yes, they have managed to get the Guardian, and yes, he's committing. What are you? Gets Antidote. Shuts him down. Levi and Aziz, they are going to answer back as they get 2 more. The numbers advantage is still with the plus of MLT.
One enemy remaining.
Spike has been down, and Raw Fuel and Levi shuts down Techno and RU. And with that, MLT gets the 8th round as well on the board. This time, True Rippers, they didn't have economy. It was just a hero buy coming in. But despite that, they were able to get the initial trade and the Guardian as well in the hands of Techno. But despite that, the round didn't come in their favor.
When Antidote committed to that from the shadows and Aryu got the pick on him, I really thought maybe we'd eventually see this as a much more competitive round. But again, the proactive re-clear from Levi as well as Aziz directly from a Heaven. That is where again the backs of True Rippers were open and they were caught on the perfect of the Shrouded Steps. It's absolutely fine. Tag to 45 HP as long as he's standing, and a nasty trip by yet again. Raw Fuel catching the rays out in the open, and back and forth trades we go, but it'll always be in favor of MLT. But wait a second, Techno trying to pull it back from the brink, 125 HP still. So potentially has got a chance. Antidote now.
Spike planted.
Here's the spike going down by the process of elimination. Should have an idea about the position of Techno, but Techno wants to practically re-clear it. Sees Antidote. That was pretty close, but it's fine. The paranoia now being committed. Techno entirely blinded up. He did not hear the shrouded step. He's got absolutely no clue. Antidote could eventually win the fight, but Techno shuts him down. Tagged up, bruised up, but still standing, still going. True Rippers 8-4 is not out of their sights yet. Still a possibility.
And a bit of relief and a sign of happiness on the fans of True Rippers. One by one, the rounds are coming in the favor of True Rippers. All they needed was to break the momentum which MLT was having. Because look at now, they have got, what, 3 ultimates, 2 more points, and Deathmaker will get the showstopper as well online. But that is in the hands of Aziz for now. But Deathmaker is going for some proactive plays, gets the early ramps control. But Levi is moving from the vents. The dark cover, the toxic screen is preventing him for now. The boombot goes in, gets nothing, The boombot gets nothing. This can be huge for the players of True Rippers.
Nah, it's fine. He'll go back. It's either way is a utility you can't really heavily rely on, but Techno is someone you can eventually. Gets a pick. Wants to chase Aziz down as well. A couple of satchels being used up to stop his fate out there, and that's going to be the Euro theft being committed. Full information now being gained. The question is where True Rippers want to end up as Aryu takes care of Aziz. Was able to shut down Deathmaker. Aryu gets the second as well. And as he had the steel cage in hand, Raw Fuel shuts him down. Control of the site being gained, not of the spawn yet. The numbers still in favor of True Rippers, and they could eventually get this one round for themselves as Spike will make its way, and Techno is watching the spawn. Raw Fuel, he's got to be careful. Shots! Oh my goodness! Raw Fuel just snapping like anything. Helif has got the Trailblazer, uses of the dog, but now he needs to survive. Fades away, gets the flash, but does not matter as Tesseract. Well shut, Disrupt and Helif, both of them down. And that's a 9-2, 10-2 still possible.
10-2. Not a scoreline where True Rippers want to win at all. MLT, they are just looking so confident, and True Rippers, they are not able to find that momentum. They're not able to find that chink in the armor in the defense of MLT, and that is something which they need to work on. And who's mine prediction?
Audience prediction, of course. True Rippers. 999 people voted for them to win with a 66%. I mean, I have no clue what that number would eventually mean in the cosmic world out there. But it seems that MLT is just defying all the expectations of people out. Throwing them off the window, 9-2, as you mentioned. And yes, True Rippers are not finding their footing.
Viper's Pit is there, but Guardian, a Spectre, Judge, and a rifle in the hands of Deathmaker. A weaker Scrappy by coming in from the True Rippers, and they have got no map control. They only have the ramps control and the aim in control, but the early rotations that came from the side of MLT is definitely not going to help True Rippers, especially the amount of utility which they are having in their hands.
Welcome to my
A Viper Split coming in from the side of True Rippers around the vents and the Heaven area. Okay, a way to go for the Heaven control, but they need the site control. They need to execute the site as well.
But look at the avenues where you could jump in that pit. There are humongous number of avenues. And wait a second, Tesseract not being checked and will get the 2. Raw Fuel with the support. Will take 2 of his own as well. And Techno now he can play in his own pit as much as he wants. Hyper in the front of him. Aziz gets taken down only for Antidote to shut Techno in his own pit. That is a 10-2. And Antidote seems to be pretty hyped up for the half.
I'm worried about True Rippers now because there is no chance that from this particular scoreline you can stage a comeback. A 10-2 is something which is clearly being showcased on the fans of MLT, that they're already aiming for a victory for the players of MLT. On the other side, True Rippers fans are looking very tensed for all the good reasons. But what really happened? Scared, I want to know from you what really happened with the players of True Rippers, because Split is their strong map.
MLT have just anti-stratted against them, and with the way that they're winning all the duels, it's just what Levi mentioned. That, yeah, this is a very strategically solid team, and True Rippers that we're talking about, but MLT is pretty solid on that firepower, and that is exactly what we are seeing. They're winning out the duels, they're out-dueling the side of True Rippers, and they just don't expect to take the fight in the angles where MLT are taking the fight. You know, in terms of compy, which most of the people will understand, if you're a diamond player, ascendant player, you would be pretty scared to play in the silver rank because those players play on some nasty angles you never expect. But either ways, that's going to be a shot being landed back and forth. The trades coming in. Antidote shuts down Techno, and that's going to be Deathmaker answering back. 28 HP, uses the paint shells to try and get some more time because he's with another shutdown on Helef. A good trade as well, but Deathmaker still watching out the angle, watching the guard. Duty is only for so long as Aziz shuts down Deathmaker. And Aryu now all left alone standing. Now it's just the confidence of MLT at this point. They're not scared to take the fight. So you would always see the members of MLT right on your face. Even though True Rippers, there's some nasty aimers themselves. And their strategy, I mean, the way they were playing yesterday, I was loving it. I was literally loving it. But today, when they're trying to pull the same things, it is just that MLT, they're always in those unexpected positions that you would really not hope to see them in. And they would still win out those duels. And that is literally what's happening. Cam being used up, but not an inch being given up. Not just look at that. Both the players now staying so disciplined. And this is the MLT we were waiting to see.
MLT has started shining off since yesterday, I think, against the match with Revenant. That is where they shine the most, especially in the second map. The confidence was there, and MLT, the way they started on Split by getting a flawless pistol, first pistol round, was fantastic. That showed that MLT is prepared. The very first pistol showed that MLT is prepared for any strat which True Rippers are going to bring in. And one more pistol round being converted by the plus of MLT. This time not a flawless, but still a good conversion coming in. And entire eco. But in the eco round, oh my god, Tesseract already shuts down the controller. Techno is out of the equation. So that means the mid control, which True Rippers wanted, is completely in the hands of MLT at this point.
They're just out-aiming them. Again, taking the fights on the avenues they know that they can win. They had the better weaponry, and mid is where you're going to have a decent amount of long-range fight. You know what? Let's go mid. Techno normally plays alone there. And that is the study of MLT. They have studied how True Rippers like to play on these maps. And this is the reason why I always say anti-stratting is important. How and why I always stress out on that. Smoke right in the face of Disrupt to try and help him work around a little bit more, but there we go. Couple of players now jumping out. You can't really do anything in that situation when two players are jumping out of your own smoke just like that. Disrupt is ready, and it's obvious he's gonna get a 2k for himself. No way this man is getting stopped. Another flawless round for MLT, and it seems to be a 12-2.
Seems like True Rippers have given up. 12-2 is a scoreline anyone would give up because it's impossible to stage a comeback. Even 10-2 was something where True Rippers did realize that if we don't get the pistol, there is no chance on earth that we can get any sort of victory on the map of Split. At this point, yes, a buy round is coming in for the True Rippers. And let's be honest here, even if they get 1 or 2 rounds, consecutively 10 rounds is something way too much to ask for at this point from the side of True Rippers. And looks like MLT, they are going for a hit where Tesseract punished Deathmaker. This is what I'm talking about. The aim duels which are coming in the favor of MLT is something we never saw from the side of True Rippers. They were so precise and crisp on their aim, but this time looks like they're completely off.
Boomboard being sent in. Helef holding the angle. The Trailblazer to try and gather a bit more information, but they're taken down, and Techno wanted to peek on back of it. Helef trades him. So that's a good one, but the second flash now being used up without gaining any space just to try and stay alive. They've got nothing for the retake. They've got no numbers advantage, and the rifle have been taken up. Two of them in the hands of Raw Fuel and Tesseract. And they're just ready for the meteor. Look at that. Disrupt. He gets one, but that's a back and forth fight I was talking about. Everyone's been taken down one after the other. I guess we've got to be ready for a 13-2. 1v2 and a dream for Aryu, Bhavna.
In some other scenario, I would have placed my bet on Aryu that yes, he can clutch and get the round, but at this point, the chances are very less. It's highly unlikely, especially the way pressure is mounting on his shoulders.
Look at Tesseract.
Because the timer is also running. And yes, look at the position of Tesseract right under the ropes. And Aryu needs to be a bit careful. Maybe he can, but no, Tesseract will shut him down. And with that, MLT seals a second map of Split against all the odds, winning on this one with a 13-2 dominating fashion scoreline.
What are the chances? Wow, now we're going to see a 3-0 in the grand finals of Split 1, Cup 2. You could clearly see the tension now on the face of Helef. The temperature rising. It was 17 in the air conditioner, now it's 24.
You are noticing too many things at this point, scared. Literally too many things to notice for a caster, but guess who is bringing all the luck for the players of MLT? Guess.
The air conditioner?
No. It's me, obviously, and the one who predicted True Rippers. Basically, I was providing all the luck for the players of MLT.
You're the one who sees. You're the one who sees as the glass half full. I guess so. All right. We're gonna keep things at that. But all right. It was yet again, as you mentioned. Yeah, you could argue that MLT have been lucky, but only in a few rounds out there. Because in most of them, you could just clearly imposing out the duels, them taking on the duels, winning all of those duels. Now, if that is the way MLT are playing, there's no way they're letting go of the Lotus either.
Seems like MLT has prepared hard. They have prepared all the control strats. They have read the players of True Rippers. They were doing their homework perfectly. The analyst, the coach were doing all the homework which was required. So yeah, MLT is looking prepared. Whereas when you look at True Rippers, maybe, okay, yesterday we can say Revenant was overconfident, MLT was prepared. That's why MLT got a very dominating victory. But today looks like even True Rippers are not that prepared for MLT.
It's just the counter-strategy that's been happening, and again, just as I mentioned, you would not normally expect MLT to be in so far forward angles that they normally play in. So you're just getting surprised into certain situations. And when I was looking at the defensive structure of MLT, it was entirely based on the retake. They were absolutely fine giving up the space, and they've been doing that on both maps. Be it on the map of Ascent, be it on the map of Split. Their entire defensive structure is exactly the same. You know what? Give up the races where things are going to be contested, and then we're going to go for a flood retake. We trust our potential to take the fights and win those fights, and we're going to move on the back of it. And the reason for that is when your initiator, in the name of Tesseract, is hitting an ACS of 397 with a 4.5 KDA and a damage per round of 270. Why would you not trust in your members that they would win the duels?
They were winning all the duels. Tesseract was doing so fantastic, and KD of 4.5 is something too much. First blood percentage is also pretty high, that is 33.3. And looking at the stats, oh my god, are you 283 ACS but 397 towards the side of Tesseract? Like you said, we can't compare the stats. It's completely one-sided.
Full-fledged domination, and jeez, I really want to have a look at how many first kills did MLT have in this one. If I'm not wrong, somewhere around again 11 maybe. That's what I think. Tesseract himself has got 5 and it's still not 50%. So yeah, 12 first kills, out of which 3 were the only ones that True Rippers got. So they did not even get an early advantage.
there was no advantage for True Rippers. That I have to say. Even if they got the site 5 times, they were able to convert that round in the post plan only twice. That means the post plan positioning was not that great for the players of True Ripper. Or should we say that retake was fantastic? Like while you were pointing that MLT on the defense are playing on the retake, and the retakes have been fantastic. And that is something that the players of True Rippers needs to counter, especially on the off Lotus as well. But before that, we have a heat map of Split.
Again, all the common avenues where you would see the fight, but not in those main choke points. That's the whole thing. They were letting True Rippers scale up. It's exactly like they've opened up their mouth and they're like, all right, here's the food, you can walk inside of it. And as soon as they walk in that trap, boom, it triggers up, and True Rippers were flooded by the amount of util bombardment that MLT were doing on their face. Because in the Omen highlights that we are seeing right now, we'll see the exact same thing. Long range battles with the Spectre, Tesseract, Levi always doubling up. Now normally we would see MLT just going in for those solo peaks, right? Sometimes we would see players fighting all those avenues alone, but this time around, oh my goodness, they were always in those double peak situations.
Every situation seems like was in the favor of MLT. They were prepared. They knew which player likes rotating from where, which player likes creating what sort of plays. Like you said, the counter strat was fantastic from the side of MLT, and that clearly was being showcased by all the players. And looking at the stats also, I think a 4K came in from the side of Tesseract in the round number 14, where he did pick up Techno, RU, LF, and Deathmaker. Then there was no ace, but 3Ks were also coming entirely in the favor of MLT, especially Tesseract. The way this guy was playing, fantastic. Then Raw Fuel also. I think 4 or 5 2Ks were converted by him as well. Aziz was also popping off. So we can't say any player of MLT was not popping off. Every player, it's not just Aziz, every player of MLT was playing fantastic.
That's the power of MLT. You could pinpoint player and you'd be like, all right, yeah, this has got the potential to pop off. Even antidote in certain situations, you know that the IGL clutch G kick in him, and he's like, all right, you know what, let me take things in my own hands. Let me take the matter in my own hands, and boom, there's a free game. Maybe Poker to clutch out the round for his own team. But that is the potential of this team, and that is what we've been talking about so many times. But there are still a lot. Maybe was it in a 3-0 fashion, but all of that is going to come after this short break.
To live your life the way you want. Compete like the toughest challenger. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Celebrate every second you are alive. Life has no rule books, but we can give you a stage.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Philips One Blade. Move fearlessly.
Innovation and you, Philips.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You all are watching the Omen Valorant Challenger South Asia with our styling partner Philips One Blade. And you know, with the way how MLT are playing, being so cool, calm, collected, it just feels like they're playing on the OMEN laptops, which have got the Tempest cooling technology. I mean, it's so very cool that you can really stand under those fans and you'll be frozen like anything. Now that's for the Aztepic, that's not likely to be taken in, but yeah, the cooling is absolutely phenomenal. And you really want to check out all the OMEN laptop series because you may never know. You've got some amazing deals out there watching on. You quickly go onto those booths and make sure that you buy yourself and pre-book some of the OMEN laptops. They are top notch for all the content creators and gamers. That's for the OMEN laptops out there. For MLT, what they're doing right now in the server, I think so there's absolutely no cooling down for them whatsoever, Bhavna, and Lotus could eventually go in their favor.
There is a very high chance of Lotus going in favor, especially considering the momentum which they're having at this point. There is a very high chance, but looks like the entire VCSA, not the entire, the finals, the semi-finals of VCSA are going completely opposite to the stats because every single time True Rippers have won against MLT, be it 2-0 or 2-1, they have played against each other thrice, and every time it was True Rippers winning on a dominating fashion. But looks like they are being served their own medicine from the side of MLT because it's MLT who is dominating this time. And like you were saying on the map of Lotus, the stats say both teams are strong, but the momentum is completely in the favor of MLT. If True Rippers lose on the pistol round, I think Lotus will also go in the favor of MLT.
With the way MLT played yesterday, you know, I'm still leaning unfortunately towards that 3-0. Maybe fortunately for all the MLT fans out there. You will never know, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to be a important match. It's going to be an important match for True Rippers themselves because they really need to close things out on that map. As at least so that they'll have a chance to play on the next one. That's going to be the Icebox of Breeze, but yeah, they could potentially have a chance on the next two maps too, but not pretty sure about that, right? Icebox is a map that I can bet for maybe True Rippers will close the fun out, right? It's a map where I think True Rippers are very solid. Their understanding of the map is impeccable, and way the opponents work around the map, True Rippers have got a very solid counter for that, and Deathmaker is kind of feeling like home on Icebox. But on any other map apart from that, I think there are things that still go left, right and center, or at least they go out of control for True Rippers. And if we're looking at the head-to-head between both these players, there's absolutely no way it's such a humongous stat difference between Aziz and Deathmaker, but unfortunately that is exactly what we're seeing on screen.
And that also when Aziz plays Kaio, that is the ACS we have on him. And as a Jet, Deathmaker is having 173 ACS on this particular map. So already Aziz has proved that he is going to pop off on the map of Lotus as well. But still, I'm going to root for the team True Rippers. That I think True Rippers can get a victory on the Lotus. And Icebox is going to go in their favor. And we are going to see a decider match.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that MLT is winning in a 3-0 fashion. I'm not announcing the results as well, but that's how things been happening after Bhavna goes in with her predictions. Maybe, you know what? I don't think so it's exactly you. I think so it's Fritz's fault. I feel that even he's predicting the exact same thing. So you know the Jinx is just doubling it up.
Maybe Fritz and I are exchanging the DMs.
I just feel, I mean, Frizz also thinking that, you know what, Revenant, MLT, I think the Revenant will win. Boom, MLT out there, hard anti-strat Revenant. And then he'd be like, you know what, True Rippers have been showing a promising performance. They've been playing together for a long time, and it seems they would be able to close out the series. They're winning against MLT. Boom, MLT come out on top on Ascent as well as on Split. Their map pick, opponent's map pick, both of them have been secured. This is yet again, I'd say, a map pick coming in for the side of MLT. They should be comfortable on this map. It's the map of Lotus. Yes, we've been talking about, we've been yapping about the exact same fact. How even we have seen True Rippers doing a phenomenal job, specifically on their retakes. But with the way how Aziz popped off yesterday and how he's feeling today, I think so we are going to see eventually the exact same thing that we saw yesterday.
Yeah, Aziz is in the form, definitely, no denying that particular like, but not Aziz only. I think the entire team of MLT has started popping off. They are getting the confidence to go for those aggressive duels, and they're winning all of them in their favor. So definitely MLT is looking forward for the map of Lotus as well. Looking at the stats, I think True Rippers, they have lost Lotus only twice, once against Grayfox and once against Orangutan. And that was also a dominant victory for both Grayfox and Orangutan. And if MLT pulls off something similar at this point, maybe there is a very high chance, because at this point I am very sure MLT has done a lot of homework on the map of Lotus.
I'm hoping for that. I'm really hoping for that because they had the time to prepare and they did utilize that perfectly. We saw that again. We've been seeing that against True Rippers till now. But alright, we know what the screen means. The cameo of the Hindi desk, meaning the agent select, is a True Rippers. Oh my god. I love the reaction of Sparus because that's exactly my reaction. Deathmaker on Yoru, Disrupt on Harbor, Aryu on Chamber, and Techno on Astra. I don't think so MLT was prepared for this, and this is the best chance for True Rippers to secure this map. There is absolutely a couple of flashes on the other side for MLT. They're kinda running in the composition of what is normally run on Ascent with the same KO, Sova, double initiator composition. Raw Fuel is on Cypher. Now, Yoru can deal with the Cypher trips. Aziz on the Jet, I still feel Raze is the better one, but I mean, both the teams have decided, you know what, let's throw that Fnatic composition out the window. Let's bring in our own compositions, and I am leaning in for True Rippers for this one.
You know what? This is exactly what True Rippers needed at this point. They needed to come up with something for which MLT is not prepared, because they are relying on their homework, they're relying on their read, and this time True Rippers, even on the expression which you saw on the player's face of MLT, they were also not prepared. They were also thinking, okay, how do we approach this? So let's see. Starting off with the pistol round, MLT on their fence, True Rippers on the attacking half with only 2 cores in the hands of True Rippers. And looks like they're aiming for an early rebel control.
Yeah, that's again a fun information out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the map of Lotus, it's the map of Breeze.
Oh.
We've been fooled. It's the 1st of April. But alright, you still love to see the Yoru, right? You always love to see the Yoru compositions. But hey, it's not entirely the one that Gen Z uses. It's just a bit of a variation in that one. And Aryu yet again on Chamber could eventually find a massive value, but Pop Flash did not really work out. Levi was ready for Deathmaker. Techno answers back, as well as Aziz and Antidote with their own answers. Helef gets a pick onto Aziz. And Aryu again with the Headhunter. That's a crispy shot onto the skull.
Player standing.
He needs to find something more, and Raw Fuel is the one who will find that answer.
Are you down to only 50 HP, and the way Antidote is holding on to a good angle, and behind the pyramids we have Raw Fuel. Even if Aryu isolates the fight, which will be denied by Antidote as he shuts him down. The first pistol round goes entirely in the favor of MLT. A good pistol conversion, and today I think, okay, I was preparing the stats and I read True Rippers have a very good pistol round, but today it looks like it is MLT who has improvised on the pistol rounds.
They were doing a good job in those pistols. I mean, on the map of Ascent, apart from True Rippers getting a couple of those pistol rounds split, they were entirely denied of them. And with the starting of the Breeze, yes, it's going again in the favor of MLT. It seemed that Ascent was just a warm-up for them, and that warm-up has basically had some amazing effects. Full-on widespread yet again. Raw Fuel is going to have a fun time towards B with no one dealing with their strip wires as no one is approaching there. Aziz on an aggressive angle. Harbor Wall's going to go up, but Levi, he initially decided he would want to play aggressive, but then just went backwards. A good chip damage with the shock darts and maybe a pick itself. Yes, and the plant is not down at the last second. High Tide is going to go down as well. Now this is the time for a flood retake for the side of MLT, and that's what they're going to do. Levi was unchecked, and the punishment is delivered.
Poison's off.
A 2v3 situation for the players of True Rippers. They have to retrieve the spike as well, and the way Levi is guarding the spike, it's not going to be easy at all. Both the players are stuck somewhere outside the A main, and the Poison Cloud obviously are not going to push the smoke just like that. Otherwise you will get punished, but for now, Disrupt is moving forward, trying to be a little aggressive. Take the spike, but Levi with a 3K shuts him down. And Aryu is all by himself. Even he do realize that it's not possible, and Aziz is going to shut him. And the second entire eco goes in the favor of MLT, and a good entire eco because only Tesseract was lost.
Yes, exactly. A very good anti-ego coming in from their side, as you mentioned. Again, the timing on those shock darts was impeccable. And after that, Levi just peeked in as soon as the high tide went down. No half shields on board. A Guardian full shield for Disrupt. So the Outlaw is not going to get a one shot, one pick at least, but will still do 140 damage onto the body. So they'd have to be careful for that one. Levi simply just throwing out the Poison Cloud to maintain the control of A choke point with a B retake wall. A pretty unique wall for True Rippers this time around though. Cuts off the angle of mid doors, as well as, if I'm not wrong, kind of cuts in the halls too, I guess. Aziz was able to take care of Aryu, so that's an early pick already. Now behind the cascade, the scale up is there, so Sniper's nest angle has been blocked off for a couple of seconds. Deathmaker already moving up top, and Aziz will re-clear the halls, and that is exactly where Techno is. Oh my god. 156. Tanking the bullet, at least for now. Classic shots not connected. Aziz is still watching the angle, and Tesseract is out there in the Sniper's nest as well. It's going to be an ace split with a very deep high tide. And that's going to be the pop flash, not yet connecting. No one peeking on the back of it. Still just gets the information, but the trades are there. Levi and Aziz. Techno, Deathmaker, both of them taken down. Some left and right if he shots, and Aziz will answer back. That's another bonus conversion for MLT.
A deja vu of the previous map split, because MLT converted their bonus phenomenally well. And this time again a bonus conversion coming in. That means we can see a 4-0 coming in, unless True Rippers are able to pull off a thrifty round in the coming rounds. And we can already see few people are getting worried for the players of True Rippers for all the good reasons, because they're not able to get even a single round. And look at the economy. 3 Sheriffs, 1 Marshal, 1 Classic in the hands of RU. Techno is the one who needs to come up really big. A good pop flash. Aziz gets not just 1 but 2+ in the mid.
Yeah, no shields. The punishment is delivered. Tesseract, another pick on RU. Understandable as well. Again, this is a scrappy buy round. You could potentially say a save round. I want to see when those ultimates will be paired up, because Deathmaker with the Dimensional Drift along with Helef with the Hunter's Fury could eventually get a free pick. For now, Levi seems to be the one.
One enemy remaining.
Will connect the shots. The Water Vandal, that's what I like to call it. Another name, I just like to call it Water Vandal. Probably picked up. No clue about where the fight's coming from. Multiple angles, it seems. 101 on the body, but my weapon deals a lot more damage than yours, is what Aziz said.
4-0 again. The similar thing happening just like the split map and True Rippers. They've lost the confidence also, because the way every single fight is going in the favor of MLT. Again, we can have a replay that how Aziz completely shut down the mid control which the players of True Rippers wanted to have. And after that, they had no map control, and Techno was also pretty much sandwiched between the two players. Again, a good weaponry in the hands of True Rippers. Early recon to get some information, but no information has been passed on. And the shock dart to break the tripwire. Hunter's Fury being invested from the set of Helef, finds one, going really big, finds Tesseract. And maybe a B hit is possible, but Rafael from the back of the side finds one. Aziz with the Blaze Storm finds the second one as well.
Fuel's gonna move out forward as well. No one's gonna move backwards now, conceding the space. Can't do any real damage out there. Oh my goodness, Aziz catches on to RU. Not quite sure what RU was doing out there, but probably wanted to play in an off angle, and that's the operator lost. Massive investment. Helef shuts down Aziz.
Water rising.
Scanning the side, it's going to be empty entirely. Antidote has got a pop flash, and there are 2 players in front of him. Still playing discipline.
30 seconds left.
It's not going to allow the equalizer for True Rippers.
Last
Playing
player
for
standing.
the numbers advantage, and a beautiful play. Raw Fuel peeks in from lane while he gains the attention. Disrupt answers back on him. 1v2 situation. It's got a Cascade. But that's the Levi peaking time. Cascade's gonna block off one, but how are you gonna take care of the second? Apparently, there's absolutely no way to do that, and that's another shutdown coming in. MLT, they seem to be unstoppable.
And MLT is not taking any sort of risk. Anti had a pop flash. He could have tried to go for a duel in that particular situation, or could have waited for some time to at least pick one player, but he completely conceded the entire space and relayed all the information to his teammates, who did scale up on that information. Yes, True Ripper started off really good with that Hunter's Fury by picking off Tesseract. But after that, from the back of the side, the way Raw Fuel picked up the players, Aziz with the outflow picked up the players, was fantastic. And MLT getting one more round in their favor, and the tension, the pressure is already clearly being seen on the face of the players and the coach as well.
Yeah. That's Gaurang if I'm not wrong. But True Rippers, they really need to cook something up now, because MLT are just steamrolling it all. They're just taking it away one after the other, picking apart True Rippers. And they just don't have an answer. MLT is rising, yes, understandable, but in such a crazy fashion. 3 Sheriffs, couple of Guardians for True Rippers to work with, but that is only if they're able to land in those headshots, and Deathmaker is definitely not having a fun time on the Yoru. It seems they had an idea, but they're just not able to win the duels, and that is the most important part of the game after all, either ways. Want to make an approach in the mid, for a fake Nebulas. They've been able to scale up out there, so High Tide help them out to scale up in the entirety of the mid. An A split seems to be on the board, but when that is going to be the question. There we go, Reckoning committed on the side itself, but they don't have anything to block off the backside, and that is exactly where Levi is standing. Back and forth trades, that's the Aziz operator. He's got a Vandal right into his feet, switches up onto it. Cosmic Divide finally comes up. They will be able to plant in the spike, but wait a second. No way Aziz is gonna try and peek in, right? Without the utils. This surely won't. Oh, creating a question mark. Oh, rifle is visible. And RU finds one, but does not matter. As Raw Fuel shuts down RU, it's another round for MLT, and True Rippers tried to cook something, but could not serve it well.
True Rippers really struggling in the attack half. Now, Levi is having his own Viper's Pit, and Rawfuel is having his own Neural Theft as well. Tesseract Hunter's Fury is just only 2 points away. Deathmaker, yes, he has the Dimensional Drift also available, but that can be utilized in the post-plant, or even before that, to get all the information of the site. But for now, again, going for the mid control. The decoy is there towards the wooden door, the shock dart, just in case if there was any tripwire or a player standing and guarding the mid angle. Look at Aziz, pops off with the operator, shuts down Deathmaker.
Might as well would love a Sage at this point. Disrupt firing a few warning shots, but only then running away to save his own life. High Tide being used up, but the disrespect is obviously going to be there for Tesseract. Weekend dodges the first shot. RU not connecting that one. It was an important one as well, but Antidote finally falls. Techno wins it as Tesseract will trade Elephant mid right away. What would say, there's a small opening though, and Levi is just trying to fill in those gaps by taking the space elsewhere. It was the halls. Tesseract pretty low on that HP. But now this is the kind of situation, like normally you would see Disrupt taking those fights. He would force the fights in those situations. But it's just all the way going backwards. The Neural Theft reveals so much. It's everything that they needed. And Levi has got a perfect timing. Oh my god.
That's not ready.
He's waiting. He's waiting for Disrupt. He's gonna take that long range duel. Just going it a bit of a left and right. Could not really clean it out. But wait a second. Raw Fuel has been caught out there. Lacking. Are you ready? And will connect the shot. Important trades. And Aziz with just an operator to work with.
Taking out Levi and Rawfuel was very important in that situation for the players of True Rippers, and finally True Rippers did manage to do so, And in the end, it was only one player remaining, that was Aziz, and True Rippers finally getting one round on board, a much needed round. And after that, they have broken the momentum of MLT. Maybe they can start building their own momentum, but at this point, it was a heavy round for the players of True Rippers as well, because two rifles were lost, but still a good conversion. This time they do have the dimensional drift as well. But along with Levi, Tesseract is also having his ultimate online, that is going to be Hunter's Fury.
Still the exact same setup, not a lot of changes out there. Levi anchoring towards the A. The only change is the fact that LF is now going to use the Owl Drone to try and take clear of that space, but Tesseract is playing so far ahead of that high tide. He's just not giving them an inch whatsoever. Shock Dart. Does he have a lineup for it to land? Maybe not quite yet. As Tesseract again doubling up with Levi over on towards the side, as the setup remains exactly the same for MLT. They're playing on the back of the contact.
Here.
And all of those avenues as Aziz takes care of mid. One opening, and that eventually is just this elbow part and tunnel where they could try and scale up. It's the only opening they have. Oh my goodness, the knife! Timing on that knife is sublime.
The high tide, the toxic green is definitely helping the players of True Rippers to get a little bit of the side control, but the Hunter's Fury coming from the side of Tesseract finds Techno, shuts him down.
30 seconds left.
They have the side control. They need to go for the plant as well, but the way the util dump is coming from the side of MLT, Deathmaker finds Raw Fuel, shuts him down, gets a trade here. Important pick coming in, but Philip is going for the plant. Only 18 seconds remaining on the clock. Finally, the spike has been planted, but post-plant position is not that good, as Tesseract and Antidote finds two.
It seems to be done and dusted. Cage shots not being connected. The headhunter now being pulled out. Levi taken care of, but Aziz shuts down RU. Operator not working out in their favor, but MLT, everything is falling to pieces. They're destroying True Rippers at this point. And it's a 7-1.
One enemy remaining.
Tesseract this time played really big, especially with the Hunter's Fury, the way he picked off one player. After that, went completely in the B main area, picked one more player, picked the third one. MLT's aggression is looking on point, and Aziz with the operator is just 1 point away from his own Blade Storm. Null command will be available just after gathering one orb or getting one kill for Antidote. True Rippers, this time, yes, the 4 rifles are there, but Stinger in the hands of Techno. This time, the Hall's control was tried and was completely denied as Aziz shuts down RU.
Techno just trying to get an equalizer, but that is not happening. They're just trying to find some way to make a comeback in this one, and it is just not happening. Techno has got to concede that space over towards Halls. He can't do anything. Blade Storm has also been used up. They're trying to gather some space in mid, but this just seems to be a desperate attempt, and even that is not working out. Finally, Deathmaker shuts down Tesseract. Punishes his over-eagerness to get a peek and pick. Both of them up draft play. Aziz has to jump back down to his safety. The pop flash does not matter. He wanted to go in for a flashy play. Raw Fuel was able to get one, but Deathmaker on the other side finally heats up, finally answers back, but Raw Fuel is still on side. He was on side. Disrupts his flow.
Maybe the second round is coming in, but unless Levi pulls off a clutch, it might go in the favor of MLT. But the chances are really less, especially after that spray from Helef, and Levi was down to a little HP, and Disrupt finally shuts him down. The second round coming on board, a bit of relief for the players of True Rippers, but still, I think they need to convert more rounds in their favor if they want to close the map of Breeze, and this is a really important map for True Rippers.
I don't see any way for them to make a comeback unless it's a 5-7, not even an 8-4. Because Breeze is such a humongous map. It's pretty attack-centric, I would still say, because of the multiple ways you can eventually go in for those attacking plays and try to take control of the sites. The retake arguably is also pretty solid, but that's about it.
My ult is ready.
You've got some good post-plant positionings, I think, so you can eventually stop any of the retakes. Everyone just slowly scaling up, but look at the position of Tesseract. So far ahead in mid already.
But he needs to be careful of the players scaling up from the elbow angle.
Cutting through.
But again, going for a B main execution. The decoy, the Hunter's Fury being invested from the side of Hellef is not going to get anything, but Tesseract is going to shut down Ryu.
Out of charges.
The rotations are coming in from the side of MLT. The smokes are there and the players are hiding inside the smoke. But Raw Fuel finds Disrupt. Techno finds Raw Fuel, gets the trade. The trades are coming back and forth with MLT having the numbers advantage. And True Rippers, they haven't completely denied the side, but Techno finds one more important pick onto Aziz. This is going to be important, but Hellef is going to lose that one, and Levi finds the last player. And again, MLT has even been able to stretch the lead by one more round.
It seems that they're taking every single fight and they're winning all of those fights as well. And yeah, there were some signs of life coming in, but that's about it. I mean, they've still managed to shut it down perfectly. And it's True Rippers is trying to scale up on the back of that contact, but it has been read by MLT perfectly. It has been scrappy, but that is exactly what Krat mentioned at the starting as well, that MLT likes to play in that chaos. They like to create the chaos in the field and then win the duels. And that is exactly what they are doing.
Again, time it is Aziz who is playing in that particular position around the mid. And the way the players are coming from the elbow angle, and at the same time, Tesseract is providing all the backline support, but the high tide is going to deny all the vision for Tesseract. But still, he comes out, shuts down one, Deathmaker, Disrupt, gets a trade. But look at the position of Hellef going to be so critical, but
No
Aziz
way.
finds not just one, but
No way!
how is it possible? Finds the third one as well.
And that's the spike down. Does not matter. Techno is stacked up. 9th round on board for MLT. That is bonkers. They peek him one after the other. And it seems like he's just down there in A Labs doing the 180 flicks. Such a phenomenal performance from this guy. That has been insane. 19 and 6 already. He wasn't the MVP that MLT deserved, but it's the MVP that MLT needs.
Are we going to see a 9-3 or a 10-2?
10-2.
Dimensional Rift being invested from the side of True Rippers gets a lot of information, a good recon as well to the side, but the position are so fantastic that the plant can be denied in this scenario, but Disrupt is going for the plant. Maybe he can go for the plant, and yes, it did. Finally, Ryu finds Aziz. Important pick has been made from the side of True Rippers. Maybe he can try and recover the weaponry as well. Techno finds Tesseract as well.
Yeah, unless this Headhunter finds something, I think so it's going to be difficult. Are you vulnerable? But it's absolutely fine as Hellef and Techno. They shut down all the flood attempts coming in from the side of MLT. Finally, some smiles onto their side. 9-3 situation. In any other universe, I would eventually argue that it is potentially doable. But right now, I'm not quite sure, let's be honest. It seems very difficult. But if they get the pistol, if they're able to secure that one momentum change, we could potentially see them making this happen. But they've got to run smooth. They've got to run flawless, just like how Philips One Blade runs. Because it's not a trimmer, it's not a shaver, it is one blade. They've got to be so precise, just like that.
Here. And they need to be as fast as an Omen laptop as well. But speaking of True Rippers, yes, the pistol round is going to be very important for them. But looks like MLT, they are also going for a double pinch towards the A side. A mid control is trying to be being established by Aziz. Along with that, Tesseract is also around the mid area. A side is pretty heavily stacked up. It's not going to be easy. A lot of futile dump is going to help Aziz escape from that situation. But Levi finds a knock, finds a finish onto Deathmaker. That is definitely going to give some sort of relief. If A side is that heavily stacked up, that means B side is open. And that is where all the pivot is coming in. But Heleb from the nest angle can create a lot of trouble as he takes a hefty HP out of Tesseract.
Shots being fired yet again. Are you just being DK'd? Nothing apart from that. And that's going to be a humongous scan, but nowhere to capitalize on the back of it. So that's going to be a problem. 1 HP onto Levi. They don't really care about that, or maybe they should now, because Disrupt and RU finding a couple of important frags. That is a bit of a problem, but Raw Fuel in off angle will try to get one. Techno run and gun shuts him down, but only for Antidote to find a headshot. Perfect connection, a 2v1 situation, and RU picks up a Sheriff. He's landed, will be able to get one body shot, but now it's Antidote versus RU. One body shot is what's going to do the trick. But that's Antidote. Little bit of a moonwalk out there. Styling points. And another round for MLT.
10-3, maybe we can see 11-3, because in the next coming round, MLT's it's anti-eco. And for True Rippers, it's an eco round. Maybe a force buy we can see, or maybe not, because
yeah, it's going to be a force buy.
There
should be a force buy.
They have to, because there is no other option if they don't go for a force buy. But what if they go for a force buy and lose onto that? Look at that particular situation also. Then they are already losing onto the map.
I mean, the only place that they can go from here on is basically up, right? But either ways, for now, they've got to find a way. It's a stack site. Now this could eventually be good. They'll still be moving backwards. MLT not fully committing on to back of this one, as Raw Fuel on the other side will eventually try to find some space. Helef was taken down in mid, moved out way too far forward, only with a classic. Not the best weaponry. And right now, Disrupt finds first one, long flash, 1 HP on Techno. Will be conceding the space, but wait a second. Disrupt finally popping off like anything, but it's Antidote and Raw Fuel. I mentioned about Raw Fuel. And the lurk finds an immense value. And with that, now the plant will go towards the B side. A weapon recovered by RU, but he needs to land those crispy headshots. Now this is exactly the weaponry he was looking for. The Vandal in his own hands. The Prelude to Chaos, or I like to call it the Prelulu. Does the job, gets the first one. But Raw Fuel is still the guy out there in the open, and it's going to be RU for the clutch. A thrifty round is all True Rippers needed. And a much desperate one, much needed one. And a possibility.
A very important round conversion coming in from the set of True Rippers. These are the sort of clutches that we need to see more from the set of True Rippers. And the scoreline is definitely not favoring the case of True Rippers at this point, because they are 6 rounds deficit. But this time they can stretch a little bit more. Maybe to 10-5, because this time MLT, they're not having enough economy in their hands. 4 sheriffs are coming in. But Tesseract is just 2 points away from his Hunter's Fury. Raw Fuel just 1 point away from his Neural Theft. So alt progression is definitely looking good for the players of MLT. Aggressive A hit is again coming in. But this time the players of True Rippers are looking prepared.
We're seeing the scale up of MLT over towards the halls. Trying to slowly move forward. But on the other side, True Rippers are just stacked up on site. They've got no information of the extremities, apart from RU just watching out the entirety of the B long. So you've got to be pretty careful, because over towards the shop as well, you've got no information. There's just an Astro Star placed on that one choke point, which should eventually turn into a Nebula wave grab. Well, Levi finds the first one on the side. That's Disrupt out. The man who eventually started their way of comeback in the previous one. The problem person off the charts. Are we seeing another thrifty, but this time from MLT?
Deathmaker still holding on to a good angle. If anyone tries to aggress from the B main, I think Deathmaker should be able to punish him. Get antidote, so critical, but LF shuts him down, and Deathmaker also deals with Desirect outside leaving. The spike has been dropped, and there's no way for MLT to convert this one. And finally, True Rippers getting one more round in their favor, a 10-5 coming in. But next round is going to be important because that in the next round, MLT is going to have enough creds in their account to go for the rifles, and that is where they are staging a win. But for now, Tesseract is also having his Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft with Raw Fuel, Antidote with Null Command. Yes, True Rippers are also having a full buy. And if True Rippers are able to convert this particular one, maybe we can see a 10-7. But if this run goes from the hands of True Rippers, maybe we can see MLT directly closing on this map.
It should be a heavy ult invested round for the side of MLT. That triple moving over towards the elbow. Contact has been made already. They're going to move backwards. Pop flash comes in. Deathmaker is going to clear out entirety of the shop. Triple re-clear. So True Rippers, they're just trading the space on the extremity, that's all. And this is still a good trade. I like it. At least they're being proactive around the map. Levi holding way too far back in mid because he knows the True Rippers, they tend to re-clear mid. So just going for a punish, or we're just playing far back. Slight of a pause in the round though, but Techno he's still holding the angle of shop. He could eventually find a pick onto Antidote, but that knife gives out the information. Flash to steal away that space, but it's yet again a stalemate. Everyone on the side of True Rippers have kind of rotated towards the B. It's a stacked B site now where MLT want to execute. Ball goes, Hunter's Fury now being used up with the recon coming in as well. That's going to be the fight. Are you being winner of that one? But wait a second. Tesseract finds RU with the Hunter's Fury. Kind of body blocking out there. Deathmaker will finally fall. Tesseract answers back. Disrupt is there for the pick. But wait a second. There's still another fight and he will be winning that one. Reckoning invested very quickly, Bhavna. There seems to be a flood retake from True Rippers.
Still possible for True Rippers, a 2v2 scenario, but this duel is important for Tesseract to win if MLT wants to win this one. But Disrupt has been taken down. Techno, it's all down to him. Only time is ticking. He doesn't have too much time, and Aziz from the up top angle shuts him down, and MLT gets the 11th round as well on board.
Now, it seems the economy of True Rippers will be broken. Now is the time where we see either True Rippers shining bright like Stephenson 2B. That's the brightest star in the universe, by the way. Or maybe just being brought down like a...
Spike down B. 30 seconds left.
I'm a geek about the universe, so I sometimes like to make the references.
Basically, you are a nerd. Don't tell me you're one of those front bench students.
No, I prefer
just loved.
geek. I prefer geek.
I prefer nerd. Calling you nerd.
Ouch.
You have got the specs as well.
Now that's something I feel someone can get cancelled upon too. But hey, it's all fun and games, ladies and gentlemen. Out there, MLT on 11, True Rippers on 5. I like the fact that even though there have been just a few round wins, True Rippers are still all happy. That means their mental is still good. And now as long as that mental is good, it means that they would still have a possibility of making a comeback. Just one round at a time is what they need. And the Outlaw on Helef could eventually help them out because Levi, Raw Fuel, Antidote, all of them are running on a half HP, and RU will play with his own tour de force.
Again, aim aggression coming in from the set of MLT. A good knife, all the plus have been suppressed.
God.
Hele finds Raw Fuel with that Outlaw, shuts him down instantly. But Aziz is going to answer back by taking down Techno. The smoker is out.
Spike planted.
The spike has been planted. The Viper's Pit is being committed from the side of MLT. And now MLT definitely looking very strong for now. But the
Is there a dimension?
position...
Nice shot by Helef. Yeah, post-round position. They're still playing inside the pit. It's understandable as well. But wait a second. There's no dimension drift available. It's going to be a problem. They're waiting for Helef's recon to go up. But for how long is it off the grid? That's the question. There's a snake bite. But wait, Deathmaker casually walks in. Gets a pick on Levi. That's the pit falling. And in the snake bite stands Aziz. This could be a problem. Helef is on the watch duty, but wait a second. Scan is not there, and RU peaks. Tesseract with that clutch moves his team to the map point and moves his team to the championship point.
It's done. Fantastic plays were coming in, especially at the start. The way Helef was able to bring the numbers down from the side of MLT, but MLT retaliate and equalize the numbers. But in the end, it was Tesseract who did shine up the most, with 2K coming in from his side when it was needed the most. Yes, the dimensional drift is available, but in this particular round now. But Troopers, early aggression coming in. Helef, RU, Deathmaker finds 3. Now maybe Troopers can go for the 6th round.
3 fights being taken on 3 different fronts, and all of them landing in favor of True Rippers. That's the kind of play they needed. Heroics, yes, but that is what will save you now. No more strategies would eventually work out for the next few rounds. It's just the heroics. Are you alright? A bit iffy, but it's fine as long as he gets the job done. That's important. And Aryu has been taken down. Levi, an ace or a nothing is probably what his teammates are saying.
Maybe 1 or 2 he can get. Nothing more than that. Yes, he did manage to deal with Deathmaker, shuts him down. But now the position has been compromised. Finally, Aryu shuts him down. And with that, True Rippers gets the 6th round on board. But they also need to get 6 more rounds back to back. After that, they can go in the overtime. The pressure is definitely mounting on the shoulders of True Rippers, and looks like the players, the IGL is already guiding their teammates that what needs to be done in the coming rounds.
All they need to do is just step on that gas. Just pop like a maniac. Pop like a madman. That would eventually help them out. Another outlaw investment for Helef. Yeah, he should be able to one-shot at least 4 of the players. It'd be unfortunate if he actually tags up Levi. Man is on a Marshall. 150 HP. Helef should eventually get one. The cage has been used up. Out zone to push him back potentially. But now he's got to be wary of it. Good shot by Deathmaker landing onto his Izari. He supports his teammate as well. It's a stacked side of 3 players, and now MLT realized that, so they're ready to just concede that space and be like, alright, we're out of here.
Okay, MLT, they had a very weaker buy. It was basically an eco round for the players of MLT. All they have is a Marshall in the hands of Levi, and that is what they're relying on. Yes, Tesseract is having that one-shot Sheriff, but it needs to land perfectly. But for now, the momentum is in the favor of True Rippers as Deathmaker deals with Levi as well. So the Marshall is also out. It all comes down to Sheriff and the Classic in the hands of Tesseract and Antidote. And the util which they are having at this point are the shock darts, which can be pretty helpful for Tesseract, especially in the post-plant situation. But first, they needs to get the plant. And looking at the position where Techno is, it's not going to be easy for Tesseract to aggress from the A main.
I don't really feel like that might eventually be necessary, because again, here's the thing: they don't have the weapon. You can save round either way.
Player standing.
And it's 1v5 now. Tesseract can get the plant down. Can get his Hunter's Fury. Does not matter. Flawless round coming in for True Rippers. And trust me, if they get a couple of more rounds, then I will start to have the hopium of them pushing it to the overtime. But not before a 9-12. Before that, I would still say it's eventually a closed out, done game for MLT. Just one more round. That's what they eventually need. But we'll just have to wait and see how things are going to move forward. Now, since already I'm pretty sure Fritz predicted True Rippers, Bhavna predicted True Rippers. That means all the people who typed down MLT in the chat for a 3-0 might have a chance to win out the vouchers.
There is still a hope. Dimensional Drift coming in from the side of Deathmaker, but Hunter's Fury also coming in. A heavy ult round from True Rippers. Helef gets one. Antidote has been picked off. A perfect information relay. A perfect Hunter's Fury coming in. The numbers are with the players of True Rippers now. And the B-main control has been completely denied for the players of MLT. And a pivot is coming towards the A side, where if you can see, RU is placed perfectly.
Now, this is the ult combination that I was talking about. That Deathmaker's Dimensional Drift along with Helef's Hunter's Fury. You pair both of them up. That's a free kill on the Hunter's Fury already. And that's exactly what they're running with. Now, numbers advantage. Aryu should eventually be taken down from this corner. The cage is out there. He still runs away with the rendezvous. Safety numbers is what they really want to go with, but still Rafuel wins the fight. Cypher's neural theft is going to reveal a lot of that information. Deathmaker answers back to Tesseract, but Rafuel is still there. Running on raw power. 2v3 situation. This has turned head over heels, and Rafuel will get the pick on Techno 2. The round in which they lost the first blood is the round in which they secure the championship. And MLT, the roster reunited and powering on all 15 cylinders is what I'll say. An insane play, an insane domination. 3-0. True Rippers yet again. Just one step short for the championship. That has been an insane run from MLT. A sublime experience, a bliss and a treat for our eyes. The domination is out of this world. And if in case this continues, I think so this team on Ascension could make some serious dent. Happy faces all around, and seems like Levi's words will stand true. True Rippers fans definitely are going to be sad, because this was a chance for them, and a chance stolen yet again. Yes, it's going to be some good sportsmanship. You always love to see that. Yet again, truly blissful experience for this team. Happy Rafuel, how rarely you see that. Tesseract is just having the time of his life, and I know Krat is already ready, so we're gonna let him take the stage. Krat, over to you. Please have fun interview.
We reveal the winner of OMEN Valorant Challenges South Asia 2024 Split 1 Cup 2 winners, Team MLT. Boys, आएंगे अभी सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, बट अब अवार्ड सेरेमनी के लिए वी नीड समवन स्पेशल जो इन हमारे विनर्स को प्रेजेंट करेंगे यहाँ पे मेडल्स. सो प्लीज पुट देम टुगेदर फॉर मिस्टर एकांत चरोड़ा, चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर नॉडविन गेमिंग. सर कैन वी हैव यू ऑन स्टेज? और साथ साथ MLT बॉयज, कम ऑन यार, थोड़ी तो आवाज कर दो. विनर्स हैं आपके. हमारे चीफ गेस्ट भी काफी जल्दी जुड़ते हुए. बट Anjita, let's start with you. No, maybe cup one you were missing. आपका हाथ एक कुछ आइडिया नहीं था. You were struggling hard, but dominating fashion था इस बार तो.
स्टोरी अच्छी है ना?
Why not?
I mean, all because of the boys. You see कैसे perform करते हैं ये लोग. They are all beasts inside the server, and they are teaching me a lot of cool stuff, new things, and I'm so happy to have them. And thank you to all of you. Thank you Delhi. You guys are so pumped. बहुत आवाज़ आ रहे थे उधर अंदर. Although True Rippers के fans ज़्यादा थे, but you know they also know that they all love us, my team also. So thank you everybody, and I hope तुम लोग को अच्छा लगा match. And yeah, cheers.
एक आखिरी बात MLT के लिए जोरदार तालियां. अभी हमारे गेस्ट भी आ ही जाते हैं जल्दी से. मिस्टर एकांत चरोड़ा, चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर नॉडविन गेमिंग. सर से भी एक सवाल तो बनता है. सर छोटा सा. सर आप खुद एक ई-स्पोर्ट फैनाटिक हैं, इतना प्यार करते हैं. ऐसी टीम जब परफॉर्मेंस दिखाती है आपको कितना अच्छा लगता है?
अच्छा नहीं लगता कि अगर दूसरी टीम परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दिखाए. तो ई-स्पोर्ट्स में मज़ा तभी आता है जब दोनों टू साइडेड मैच हो, ना कि वन साइडेड.
बिल्कुल, मतलब ये बात तो बिल्कुल सही बोली है कि थोड़ा कंपटीशन होना चाहिए. विल रिक्वेस्ट टू रिपर्स एंड अदर टीम्स कि जब अगली बार वो एंटीदा की टीम को फाइनल में फेस करे, सो कंपटीशन होना चाहिए. और इसी के साथ मेडल्स आर अप, और हमारे चीफ गेस्ट विनर्स को पहनाना चालू करेंगे. भाई तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, तो कॉन्स्टेंटली होना चाहिए ये सब कुछ. Tesseract, लवली परफॉर्मेंस. मतलब इनिशिएटर तो बस नाम के हैं गुरुजी. Levi, the Rafuel, and the final, the man, the myth, monster, जैसा स्पेरो बोलते हैं, अजीज. क्रेजी लाइनअप. और अभी तो ये तो मेडल है. अभी जो एक कहते हैं ना एक्स्ट्रा पंच होता है जिसके लिए टूर्नामेंट खेला जाता है. एक तो ब्रैगिंग राइट्स होते हैं. ब्रैगिंग राइट के साथ एक चीज और है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री बोलते हैं उसको. क्या है वो चीज? दैट इज द प्राइज मनी. और वो भी बिल्कुल तैयार. कुछ
I would like to call Raja on stage as well.
Why not? Let's call. अगर राजा साहब आप हमें सुन सकते हैं, आ जाइए अपनी टीम को ज्वाइन करिए. दैट इमोटो कोच का जो रोल निभाया उन्होंने पूरे टाइम, वो भी लाजवाब. राजा साहब कहाँ हैं आपके? चलो अभी आते रहेंगे. गेस्ट साहब आप ये ले एक और बार. मेक सम नॉइज फॉर टीम एमएलटी. वाओ, you know. थैंक यू सो मच एकांत सर. आपसे फिर से मुलाकात करेंगे जल्दी. और राज साहब आपका भी मेडल रह गया था. आप शर्मा क्यों रहे हो यार? आ जाते टाइम से. तो मैं चाहूंगा सबसे एक एक सवाल तो बनता है. प्लीज अजीज अब तो आ जाओ प्लीज. कम है तो you know like don't be shy. Bro, I made this joke for the pre-interview. Are you a farmer? Well, we can enjoy this till then. Woo! MLT boys, MLT! बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा था. मैं कभी खुद तो जीता नहीं, but Aziz, I want to ask you, are you a farmer?
No, I'm just lucky.
You know, you were farming all the South Asia top players, man. Now, what's your secret? क्या है वो secret? What's your energy secret?
I don't have a secret. I think I'm just lucky in the game. Just trying to be humble, you know, because I have so much later.
You know, Antida players are very, you know, very good sandbaggers. They don't reveal the secrets. No, राजा भाई, please, आप भी आइए. एक थोड़ी सी बातचीत आपसे भी. You know, आप इस लाइनअप के साथ इतने टाइम से हैं. मतलब स्प्लिट वन के अंदर परफॉर्मेंस नहीं थी उस टाइम पे. क्या चल रहा था टीम में? बिकॉज आप एक ओवरव्यू बता सकते हैं.
टीम पे उस टाइम पे बहुत सबका मॉरल डाउन था. ऑब्वियसली वी वर स्ट्रगलिंग विद द 5th इंडियन प्लेयर. और प्लस हम लोग दुबई ट्रैवल किए थे स्प्लिट वन खेलने के लिए. तो पिंग इश्यूज, वी कुड नॉट प्रैक्टिस देयर बिकॉज सिंगापुर सर्वर पे 100 पिंग आता है. हांगकॉन्ग तो वी कुडंट प्ले. सो बहुत सारे स्ट्रगल्स थे. उसके बाद हम लोग बहुत स्ट्रगल के बाद वी गॉट टेसरैक्ट ऑल्सो. वी वर लकी एनफ दैट ही वॉज फ्री. Then we took Levi from medal. So overall we got our main OG lineup. So after that, yeah, we are here again. और बहुत सारे लोग ट्विटर पे, मैं कभी कुछ बोलता नहीं हूँ, बट नो कॉन्ट्रोवर्सीज. बहुत लोग बज रहे थे, बोल रहे थे कि भाई सेम लाइनअप बना लो, सेम गेम प्ले कर लो, तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता, तुमको इम्प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. तो भाई घर पे बैठ के कीबोर्ड वॉरियर बनने से भी कुछ नहीं होगा. सेम लाइनअप बना के सेम गेम प्ले से जीत के दिखाया ये लाइनअप ने.
भाई राजा, नाइस टॉकिंग टू यू. फाइनली कोई तो एंटीडा कैंप से बोल रहा है. ले भाई प्लीज आप भी आ जाइए एक बार. आई थिंक यू आर द यंगेस्ट वन इन दिस लाइनअप. कैसा लगता है ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस लोगों के साथ बैठना, परफॉर्म करना और ट्रॉफी और मेडल उठाना?
I mean, मैं ऑलरेडी लास्ट ईयर में 6th था इधर, सो आई हैव लर्नड अ लॉट फ्रॉम देयर एज अ 6th प्लेयर. एंड अभी वो इम्प्लीमेंट किया, मेरे को इधर चांस मिला टू बी प्लेइंग इन द प्लेइंग 5. सो या दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव बीन इम्प्लीमेंटिंग सिंस द लास्ट 1 year.
You know, you want to take shot on your previous और कि वो आपको ढंग से यूटिलाइज नहीं कर पाया.
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक दैट. लाइक द मेडल की वजह से मैं हूँ इधर आज, उनकी वजह से बना हूँ जो हूँ.
थैंक यू लेवाई. रॉफ्यूल, क्या ये टाइम सही है आपको याद करने का? आजा आजा. अरे भाई इतना विनर मेंटालिटी रॉफ्यूल. गाइस आपको एक इंपॉर्टेंट बता सकता हूँ, इनको इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट. चल नेवर माइंड. बट रॉफ्यूल, नो इट वाज अ क्रेजी मैच. आपने स्प्लिट वन में आपने भी पर्सनली बहुत स्ट्रगल किया था. अभी स्प्लिट 2 ये आपका जो कप 2 था, इट वाज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. इसके अंदर आपका पर्सनल मंत्रा क्या था कि आपको थ्रोन वापस चाहिए था? कैसे आपने पूरा प्लान किया?
लाइक हमको पता था कि हम लाइक ऑफकोर्स ऑनलाइन में कुछ अलग होता है. लाइक सब कुछ सबका लाइक गेम प्ले अलग था. हमको पता है कि हम लाइक लैन वाला टीम है, जो हम कॉन्फिडेंस था लाइक यहाँ पे आने से बोला था. हमको पता है कि हम लैन में अच्छा करेंगे. और आई थिंक स्प्लिट 2 पूरा लैन हो तो हम फिर से ओजी से डोमिनेट करेंगे.
ओह नाइसली सेड. थैंक यू सो मच रॉफ्यूल. एंड फाइनल द मैन. अरे आरसोवा, प्लीज टेस्ट राइट वन क्वेश्चन इज मस्ट. Brother, you know, like True Ripper, they were looking good. Yeah. But the way you guys handled, I would say mishandled them. You know, what was the take? Did you guys know how exactly they're going to play?
Today is just my lucky day, I think.
But the Aziz and Tresarak answer are simple. Lucky day. Thank you so much, boys. Enjoy your moment. It's your moment. Like quick final call for the team MLT boys. So ये था हमारा Omen Valorant Challenger South Asia 2024 presented by Nodwin Gaming, my starting partner. Guys, यहाँ पर journey खत्म नहीं हुई है. We'll be back with more Valorant action, and this time this is a real deal. Cause जो अगला चालू होगा वो होगा Split 2. और वो सारी डिटेल जानने के लिए आपको Nodwin Gaming and Valorant South Asia Valorant सब फॉलो कर लीजिए so that you get every possible information. My name is Crad. फिर से मुलाकात करेंगे काफी जल्दी. Till then, keep gaming.
तू मेरी तरफ आना आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजाना ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना Cause I am the Raja Cause I am the Raja I am the Cause I am the Raja Look at my eyes, what do you see? I'm more than average, man. I'm a maverick, I can grow flowers on a barren land. Break a mountain with my bare hands and step back and cause a literal avalanche. Should've been about us traveling. आज तो बुझाए मेरी जैसा मैं टरेंचुला ना है कोई तोड़ मेरा जब से पूर्वजों का ज्ञान मिला मेरे जैसा मिलेगा कोई ना तू और चाहे जो भी था सबकी कबर मैंने खोदी क्या तुम लगाओगे बोलियां कम पड़े गोलियां चंद्रगुप्त ने मौर्य या दिला तू लोरियां come to me and you just gonna die that's really a given I am invincible and you are invisible see that's really a difference get out of my way I'll leave the world the choice is yours I don't kill my enemies I play with them that's what the toys are for from Mumbai to the rest of the world I am the Raja भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना तू मेरी तरफ आना आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना Cause I am the Raja Cause I am the Raja I am the Cause I am the Raja Put your back down on your knees Would you kiss the ring? Put your back down on your knees Would you I am the Put your back down on your knees Would you kiss the ring? Cause I am the Raja I am the Cause I am the Raja I am the Cause I am the Raja
我的精神也很顽强，你掌握不了我是宣扬，天空变化莫测，金矿让人深思，快失败了你也都没办法，你的安排像灾祸，在我看来你帮着无奈，你们胜利也不受崇拜。I'm a great, I go way, pop and paving my way through the smoke and the flame and the cold and the rain. Yeah, you wanna be me, but I stand out. You on flat earth, looking at my cloud. Standing tall through the test. Standing tall through the test. 我的精神也很顽强，你掌握不了我是宣